All right, man. This is a good guy, man. This is a good guy.
You usually say old friend of the show, but this is more of a new friend. But,
well, he's a new friend of this show, but an old friend of AGT.
But a good friend of yours.
Good guy, man. Real good guy. Nick Cannon.
Mr. Nick Cannon.
Yo!
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I usually don't hear Ronnie rave about a guest before they come in. He was loving you.
The pressure's on.
Right this
my
way,
man,
sir.
That's why. That's how we get down.
Right this way, sir.
Cool.
Nick, you're stepping into Howard's house right now.
Yes.
You're used to being around him at AGT, but
Right. This is his domain.
So how do you feel about that? I know you guys have had phone interviews, but this is...
Yeah, man. I love Stern. You know what I mean? Just it's a place where, you could just be yourself. So I'm here to be me.
All right, man. We'll see you in the studio.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Yeah. Well, my colleague Nick Cannon is here. Nick, of course, is the star of America's Got Talent. He is the host. He is the glue that holds America's Got Talent together. Look at you. How are you? Good seeing you.
Good to see you too, sir.
And it's good to see you outside of the AGT environment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I believe that, yes, because we don't ever get a chance to talk to each other, man.
No, not
it's like
really.
Running and gunning all the time.
How is your health, by the way?
My health is great.
But you quit your radio show.
I quit the morning portion because I wasn't getting any sleep. So I still do my countdown show, the weekly countdown.
You do the countdown show.
Yeah.
And it seems to me you're building up again. The idea was for you to slow down so that you could work on your health. And you did. You because of your kidneys and stuff, you decided to stop eating red meat.
Right.
I see on Twitter you're constantly putting out how to live.
The vegetables and all of that. Yeah.
Right. But you gave up candy.
Nah, that's the one thing. I said I gave it up, but that's the one thing I can't let go. I love candy all the time.
Is it true?
What kind of candy?
In your home, is there a room devoted only to candy? Is that true?
Yeah, I built a candy store in my room.
My house. In your house, there's one room that has a candy store.
Yeah.
And what is it? When you start making a lot of money, there are certain things that you can now do that you've always dreamt of doing.
Right.
That was your dream, to
Absolutely.
have a candy store.
I was just a candy crackhead, man. So I love, I always said as a kid, I'm a... But put a candy store in my house if I ever get enough money.
And what does that mean, a candy store? What is in there?
Every kind of candy that you could ever imagine from back in the day. Like, I'm not a big chocolate eater, but I love stuff like, Nerds and Jolly Ranchers, and so it's like all of that stuff.
You know why?
The old school candy.
You know why I relate to that? When I started to make some money, I built an adult bookstore in my house. I've got everything in there. Porn. And you should see. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
It's an amazing store, but it never occurred to me a candy store. So your health is good.
Yes, very good.
But now it seems like you're jumping back in without doing the radio show now.
Right.
But what do you signed on to do America's Got Talent? Thank God.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the whole show has changed.
I know. You and I are the only ones they have right now.
That's right. You're like two pillars holding the whole thing together.
It down.
Howie was in here yesterday, and Sharon is gone. She has a horrible relationship with NBC now. You and I seem to be in good standing.
Absolutely.
We are the glue. And
continuity.
Howie,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, right. We're the continuity.
Yes.
I just showed up, and I'm the continuity. But you and I are definitely doing another season together. And we don't know. Sharon's gone.
Yeah.
Who else are you bringing in? What are you going to do?
Who do you want to bring in?
I think we should just go, let's get Madonna. Let's stop playing.
Now, that to me would be a coup.
Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
I've said that. I've even said it to the NBC executives.
Why not?
Did you say
You never mentioned that.
Well, that's the one that I was holding back because I was Nick already blabbed. But seriously, that would be dynamic, right?
Yeah,
to get
that'd be
someone of her
amazing.
stature.
We need somebody like that, like, Madonna or Gaga or somebody that, actually knows about performing. And I think we get another performer in there.
Have you been asked by NBC who you would recommend for the gig?
Yeah, I told him someone like Madonna. I told him Cher was. I always thought that was a good one.
You know who I said? Michelle Obama.
See,
what do you think
not?
of that?
Why not?
She's
a winner.
Yeah,
she must know something.
I mean, had Obama lost the election, I would have said no. But I think this would be Madonna's time to enter the arena of judging.
I think so. I think so. And I mean, everybody else is out there. It's like the thing to do right now. So,
do you think Howie will be back?
I want him to.
Yeah.
I think it's fun, but who knows? It's like they always treat him like this every year. They make him wait.
Really?
It's not nice.
Is that right? Yeah, that does seem kind of
See,
mean.
they gotta hire me early because I gotta go out and do all the auditions. So I'm usually like the one that's like, we know you're coming back.
Oh, so you've been working already?
Yeah. Well, technically this year they're trying to switch it up a little bit, and they're gonna take me out a little bit. They're giving me these 2 months off, but top of the year we're going out. But they're auditioning right now.
Right. So you're out there doing the audition.
Yeah, like, hey, welcome to this city. They throw me off a building, something crazy. like that.
I always felt bad for you. doing
Yeah, why
that.
do they do that stuff?
I think it's racist. I think it's NBC's little inside joke.
Yeah, they get a black guy and they throw him off of, like, they put him on mountains and all that kind of stuff.
It's always like they say, like, the black weatherman, they always put him in the worst environments.
Yeah, oh, I'm in a hurricane. But it does seem to me like you're now busier than ever. When I read about you signing with America's Got Talent,
right,
part of the package, which I don't even understand, I think you get it's called a first look deal.
Yeah.
So if you're a production company, makes some sort of show.
Yes.
You go to them first.
Yeah, and it's almost like because of that, they give me, money and overhead and stuff. It's like, we want all your good ideas first before anyone else.
I see. So they give you a couple of bucks and they say, we're going to put this toward your production company, but because we're giving you money, you have to bring us every one of your ideas first.
Yes.
Have you brought them ideas already?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in the works.
So you got a whole production company,
Yeah.
and you got a bunch of, you want to get into all that crap.
That's the thing, man. I think I've always been one of those guys who loved behind the scenes and really producing and writing and directing, and it's just been an added bonus that I could be in front of the camera, but I've always loved to create.
Were you a child actor?
People always say that. Not really. I got in the game. I was doing stand-up as a teenager. I started like really doing the Comedy Store and the Improv professionally at like 15.
Really?
And then I didn't get on camera though till I was 18, and I graduated high school and all of that.
Why do people think you were a child actor for some reason?
Because I look like a child.
You act like you behave like a child.
You act like one.
Yeah.
And because of the Nickelodeon thing. I mean, because I was 18 on Nickelodeon.
I see.
And so, and like everybody else probably was a little younger, and I played a little younger, so they thought I was a child, but I was an adult.
15, you go up on stage and you start doing,
Yeah, so it was crazy. I mean, and I feel like I've been in the game for quite some time, especially the stand-up game. I mean, because I came up with a lot of the cats that have, been doing it for 20 years, so it's like that's always been my life.
Were you shitty at it at first?
I never thought I was. I was always that kid comic that, like was a breath of fresh air and was talking about, detention and being, late for class. So, like, everybody laughed because they thought I was cute opposed to, like, being, but, I kind of honed my skills as I got a little older and was like, all right, if this is what I'm going to do in my life, I got to be the best.
And what happened? At 18, you go take an audition for Nickelodeon and it's a hit?
Actually, not even that. It was one of those things where I created an opportunity for myself again. I went out there and somebody saw me, my manager saw me in the comedy club, and then I became the warm-up for all the Nickelodeon shows. So it's like the guy that's like entertaining the audience while they're switching the sets around and waiting for the actors to come out.
I always feel bad for that guy. It just seems like an insufferable job.
Right, like
really
the warm-up on AGT is great. You know what I mean? Like having to entertain all of those people while we're like in the back
It's
chilling.
like hosting a bar mitzvah or something every day. It's just awful.
So I had to do that at like 16.
Yeah.
And then from there I was watching, the tapings. Like, man, I could do this stuff. So I started to write, and I became a staff writer for Nickelodeon, like the youngest staff writer in television. And then from there I just was a writer, comedian, and I was happy with being that until I ended up writing my own television show. I wrote a pilot for myself and actually sold it to Will Smith and his company.
Right.
And then that, because I was associated with Will Smith, it was like, yo, this is the next kid, and started blowing up.
Isn't that family annoying, that Will Smith family? I mean, seriously, with that kids. And
I love them, man.
Yeah, but they're all famous.
And great and powerful, and the energy.
Are you going to do that with your kids?
Hell no.
No, you're going to keep them. You know what? I don't even see your kids around that much. I mean, I think you're doing a good job.
They're still young.
Yeah, but you know how certain people always have their kids out in front of the
babies in
camera.
the paper.
Personally, now, my wife might, beg to differ, have a different opinion, but I don't want my children to be in entertainment whatsoever.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Well,
bad.
Mariah wants them to sing.
I don't. I want if they have the ability to sing.
Yeah.
Let them do it when they're 18.
Yeah, sing in the high school play.
Absolutely.
But don't try to make this a career.
Do you have arguments with your wife about that?
Not really. Not yet. But I don't think we will, because she kind of feels the same way too. She obviously wants her kids to do what she does, but no one wants to live in. That's like Michael Jordan's son playing basketball. Like, why would you even set yourself up for that?
Is it hard being a father in a marriage with a woman so powerful? Because a father's job, in my opinion, is sometimes to step in,
Right.
and say, hey, Enough of this nonsense.
I don't think, you know what? In the house, my wife is like, our roles in the house are exactly that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the disciplinarian when it comes to the kids, and like final say so everything. It's weird because I always say I wish people did. We did do a reality show, but we would never do one. But
would you do
people,
one?
Nah, absolutely
I'd watch
not.
that. Oh, just to
but
see
like,
you
when people
with
would
Mariah
have to see
Carey?
what goes on in a house. It's actually, it would be one of those good PR moves if we were trying to do it, because we live a normal life.
But didn't Mariah criticize you because you went on Twitter and you said in your Twitter account?
I'm glad you bring this up because I've been wanting to talk about
Good.
this.
You said in your Twitter account, hey, you know what? If people only knew what was going on, you kind of criticized her as a mother. You said, I'm the one doing all the diapers. I'm the one doing all the work. And Mariah's sort of not around to do
What
these
is she
things.
doing?
No,
What does she do? And you said she's a diva in the house.
No, this is what I said.
And she said, I'm going to take away your Twitter account.
I wish she would. No.
She could punish you like a kid.
No, this is what happened. I went on Anderson Cooper and he asked who changed more diapers, and I said me, because I do.
Right.
And it's not like Mariah does way more stuff with the kids than I do. She just don't like changing diapers.
Well, but-
so I said that, and then this rumor in the Inquirer said that she was going to take my Twitter account away, like I was on punishment or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
No
nah,
more
it's-
internet for you.
Yeah, it's never that.
Is that
never
the
happened.
But is that the hardest part about being married to a woman that successful? I mean, it's almost like, you
I
got your
love
own
it.
success. Yes, but it's still like, oh, Nick, you're sort of marginalized. Mariah calls the shots. You're like a fucking asshole who kind of hangs out there and gets to
Just hanging
occasionally.
around.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think I might get a little annoyed by that.
I mean, Howard, you hung out with us. It's not like that. It's like a normal, like, I don't see that. So when I hear that in the media, it's funny because it's not true. If it was true, something like that, it would really bother me. Like, oh, I got to be the man. It's like, my wife plays the position well.
I got a glimpse of the two of you because you came over to my house for dinner,
Yeah.
and you guys actually are a very strong couple, and you speak your mind, and it's great to see you happy. But I do notice that Mariah's the show. She
Absolutely.
carries on constantly.
You know
it's
what
all
I say?
about her, and you sit very quietly.
I always say when she turns hers on, I turn mine off.
You do. I saw it.
Whenever I have, my stages where I can do what I need to do, and when we're together, so there is no conflict. It's like, yo, I love my wife. I want her to shine wherever I am.
The fact
So
that
there's no competition with you?
Never.
in
I
that
don't even
whole
think
thing?
I could compete with that. All that glamour
it
and
is
divaness.
yes, but it is. But sometimes I think you're embarrassed by the divaness. Like you get embarrassed by your
Really?
wealth now. I see you get embarrassed.
Well, because I try to be a humble dude.
You were embarrassed to be renting a house in the Hamptons. You rented this fabulous house. You were embarrassed by you pull up in a fancy car. You're embarrassed by your wealth.
Probably not by the car so much. I like
the
cars.
car was beautiful. But I'm saying you are self-conscious. You cringe a little bit because you're doing a lot of fancy stuff you never thought you'd be doing in your life.
I mean, you have to deal with the same thing because we are people. Like we like to be
to be of the people.
Of the people.
and
Right.
to have to be like, all right,
I'm sick of being with the people. I was with the people my whole life.
But I try to downplay it, but sometimes you can't. So, but I want to be a regular dude. Like I want to raise my kids in a regular way.
But is it particularly hard also for a black man because you know that a lot of brothers are looking at you and saying, "Oh man, look at Nick. He's not one of us."
Oh, no, they jealous. They
in a-
wish they had.
Yeah.
I'm married to Mariah Carey. It's the greatest thing ever.
I get a lot of when I run into friends that I grew up with. I grew up in a very poor neighborhood. They're
Right.
like, "Well, look at you, big shot." But it's like you get a little bit embarrassed. Yes.
I wouldn't say embarrassed is the right word. I mean, because you just want to be able to still do everything that you always done. You don't ever want to change because people automatically think like, oh, you think you this now, you that now, so you can't come hang with us no more. And I love I was at a LA mission the other day just hanging out outside
Right.
with the people who are like that. I'm that dude. Like I like doing
Because
that.
isn't that necessary? If you're a stand-up
Absolutely.
comedian and you're going to produce show, you got to be in touch with people.
You have to. Soon, that's what happens to a lot of these comics, man. Like they get all of this money and then they go behind all of these big gates and lock the doors and then they're no longer in touch with people, so they're no longer funny.
And when you say
That's what I
reality
think
show,
happened to Eddie Murphy because Eddie Murphy won't make a peep now.
no, you can't find Eddie anywhere.
And he's my man. I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan in the world, and I just want him to just come out and just
Me
talk
too.
shit to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
I think he's gonna come back though.
He went
has
very
to.
Yeah.
Hollywood. He
Yeah,
went very Hollywood.
I want him to come on my show. I do this show. I got a show on MTV called Wildin' Out that we're bringing back, and it's all about like the hip hop version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we just roast everybody.
Is Cat Williams going to be a part of it?
We want him to be.
Yeah, I mean, has he gone berserk? He's gone berserk.
I wouldn't say berserk. That's a close friend of mine.
I know Cat.
And I want want to like go find him. Like I'm sending out a search party.
What's going on with him? I keep reading reports that he's starting fights with people. He's
whooping,
going nuts.
like if you go to Cat Williams show, you might get your ass whooped.
He started fighting with people in the audience. He called him up on the stage and wanted to beat the shit out of
He
them.
hit somebody with a microphone.
He did. I know.
Right.
So
and the other day I read that he was on a 3-wheeled motorcycle running from the cops. What is going on?
Hey, I want them. I don't know. I think it's another one of those things. I actually don't think it's drugs.
Right.
I think it's one of those things where I call it access to excess. When you give someone too much of something, whether it's power or something, they just spiral out of control until it no longer.
I mean, when the audience starts bringing bodyguards, you know it's crazy, right? It's a whole backward thing. You know, you're right when you say that a reality show of you and Mariah would probably be the biggest show ever.
We would never do it, though.
I know that,
but it would be.
I mean, you've admitted to me that, I mean, on the air, that you make love to Mariah's music. That, in other words,
absolutely.
And you masturbate to Mariah's music
When she's not there.
That's unbelievable to me. I mean, you know what I like about you?
What's your favorite song?
Hero.
I thought she was singing that to me. You know how delusional I am? Robin and I once, after my movie came out, I received the Blockbuster Newcomer of the Year.
Right.
And I was 40-something years old. I was a Newcomer of the Year. And Mariah actually opened the show with Hero.
Right.
And she came out and she was singing it. I said, Robin. She's singing it to me.
To you.
I guess that's a good singer. It makes you feel. No, I think she's really into me. She's
I think
singing
everyone
to me.
felt that.
Yeah, and I feel like such a douche because I realized she wasn't there.
Everyone was
What do you
feeling
mean?
the same way.
Your wife's out of town and you will masturbate to her.
Why not? Don't you masturbate to your wife?
Yeah, but not
She's
to her
just not a
singing.
singer.
She cannot sing a lick. Although I think it's charming. But I mean, so you'll put on Hero and you will get some
like
lotion.
I don't like light candles and turn up. You know, like sometimes you got to be reminded of what's at home.
I always would say to Howie and Sharon, I wonder what Nick does in his dressing room. Now I really.
You know, when you hear Mariah playing, it's going down.
But is it weird to make love to your wife while Mariah's music is going?
Nah, we don't. I mean, it's not like that's the thing. Like, really, I mean, you're married. You know how that goes. Sometimes there's special nights where you turn the music on, and sometimes it's the morning you roll over and get it popping.
Has Mariah ever walked in on you jerking off to her music? Because I think she would divorce you. Has she actually seen that?
You don't think she would be turned on by that?
I don't know. Because I think about you. And
masturbate?
No. Only when you sing. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about the list of.
Here you go.
No, the list of, I mean, it's got to be hard for Nick Cannon to be a married man on some level because you were dating some of the. You were on a mad tear.
Yeah, I was getting it in, but you know what? I feel like my wife was. Like, that was it for me. Like, that was my dream girl. So all those other girls were great, but...
Was Mariah creeped out by you when she first met you in the sense that you go, you're my dream girl? I used to have posters of you on the wall. I mean, because some women would be put off by that.
I think she liked it. I mean, the fact that, someone that... I admired her from afar. And then, I mean, if I was a creepy dude,
right,
probably. But the fact that I was truly a fan of hers, I mean, every entertainer loves someone who really appreciates their craft.
But that does wear off after a while,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, there had to be something real there. I mean, because if you're so enamored, if you literally were the little kid, gazing at her poster and stuff,
right.
I mean, that can't last, that marriage, right?
No, I mean, but because that's the surface of it. But then once it kind of became about our real connection, then that's where it is.
Where were you in your life when you were dating Kim Kardashian? Where were you?
In a dark place.
Were you?
Nah. It was a great time. I was one of those dudes, man, that it was just...
women came easy to you.
And it was fun.
When you took off your shirt on AGT, who the hell knew this guy was so ripped?
I try to keep it on the low. Well, besides my Twitter page, I'm naked on there, but...
Because when I would watch you on America's Got Talent, before I joined, I'd say, you know what, I think I could beat Nick's ass. I think I could really kick his ass, and I was kind of proud of myself. And then when I saw you with your shirt, I said, this motherfucker will beat the shit out of me.
They never see you coming. That's the best way.
You're a boxer, too.
A little bit. I wouldn't call myself a boxer, but that's how I train.
But you would whip my ass very quickly,
Probably,
right?
quickly, real quick.
Wow. Because you know what? You're very unassuming.
That's what my entire career is that. I like to play, play the back, and then when I get my opportunity, that's when I
It's true. People go, Nick Cannon, what's it? Meanwhile, you're building up. You got the radio thing. You got an empire going.
That's how you do it. Because if you try to throw it out there like, hey, look at me, then those are the people who fall the fastest.
And when a lot of people would probably look at you and go, oh, he can't get shit for girls and this, and then all of a sudden you're dating Nicole Scherzinger, who I think, honestly, why,
Here we go.
How do you leave a girl like? I mean, is she such an asshole that
for
like,
Mariah?
you were dating Nicole.
Oh my!
And you went.
What do you mean? Oh my,
what do you mean,
Robin?
Well, I mean, for Nicole, it's an oh my.
I know. I actually feel horrible about that. The fact that you're bringing this up is really.
I didn't know you were dating Nicole and you met Mariah.
Yes. Well, I had already knew Mariah.
Were you in love with Nicole?
Nah, I wasn't in love, but I was in a deep state of liking this.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one you got engaged on TV or something? Who
the hell
was
is
that?
Why y'all
Tea
keep
Tequila.
bringing up this stuff?
Who'd you get engaged to TV? On TV?
The Victoria's Secrets model.
Wow. So you were in love with her?
I guess I was in. I fall in love with being in love. Like I did this whole. I proposed to her in Times Square in front of the jumbotron. I'm a hopeless romantic. I don't know. I wanted to be in love with her, but you know.
I'm in love with her. I don't even know who she
Exactly,
is. I mean, wow, what a tear you were on.
I was.
Who was?
But I was always respectful. I was honest. That's the thing you have to.
Were you getting a lot of pussy in high school?
I was a nerd in high school, but I knew how to talk to women.
But when you got the stand-up thing going and you started in show business.
I was always funny, and I always liked women that were older than me.
So you were with Kim Kardashian before all this fame of hers,
Yeah,
right?
right before.
How'd you meet a broad
before
like
the
that?
tape?
Who came first?
I met her it was Ray J had dated her, but nobody knew about the tape.
Ray J's the guy who fucked her on tape.
Yeah, and then like the whole tape thing kind of came out while
you were dating
so
her.
I broke out and then got engaged to a Victoria's Secret model.
Well, let me understand. You're dating Kim Kardashian.
Right.
You knew that she went out with Ray J, but you're like, oh, no
he
big
was my
deal.
man. We was cool.
But all of a sudden, you're the guy she's dating when this tape comes out, and it's a porn tape.
Yo, how about this, right?
Yeah.
So we're in like Beverly Hills, and it's me and Kim, and then Ray J's across the street, and he looks at me and tells me, like, because they're not speaking, and he's like, yo, I'm telling you, you think you're having a good time now, but all of that's about to change. And I'm thinking like he's warning me, like she's crazy or something.
Right.
He's letting me know he's about to release this tape, and the world's gonna see.
Oh my God!
But then I kind of, hey, he's my friend. I took his advice, and I was like, you know what? Let me ease back off of this.
Well, before the tape came out, had you and Kim taped at all? Like, did
Nah.
you guys get into that? It would have been great.
Not
Like the
that I know
Nick Cannon tape. So you know what? I got to tell you, I would be exactly like you. If I'm dating a woman, and you know she's hot and all that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a sex tape comes out of her. I'm out the door.
See, this
because
is
it would freak me out.
Yeah, it did that.
But is that hypocritical of us?
Yes, but come on. Like, first of all, I was never in a relationship with her. We were just kind of
dating.
And then this was my issue. We talked about this tape, like, because, like, yo, people are telling me you got a tape coming out, and she told me there was no tape.
Oh.
And that's so the real. If she might have been honest with me,
right,
then I might have tried to hold her down and be like, "Look, that was before me, and she's a great girl." Because she is a great girl.
Right.
She's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But the fact that she lied and told me that there was no tape when there was a tape that came out, and like I still think she might even had a part to play in it. Like
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
She put it on. Like she told me, like, I would never do anything like that. That would never happen. And then she was like, "Well, one time," and then she's like, "But I still have it." And then
so she admitted it to you after it all came out.
After it came out.
And that was her way of getting famous in a weird way. She's the world's most famous porn star in a sense.
If you want to put it, I think she's a great businesswoman, if you ask me.
Well, I think you're right. You know, I was saying on the air the other day, I never cared about 𝗫𝗏, but isn't it remarkable that he knew to take this girl and put her on TV? Because why didn't
I could have produced that show.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I was going to. I was the one, like, because they have their family dynamic is actually really amazing, and that's why they've become so popular.
With Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, you guys need to do a show, and I had a
Did you say
deal.
that?
Yeah, I had a deal at the time and everything.
You
but
did?
Once we kind of went separate ways, I thought that would have been bad.
You mean to tell me when you were dating her, you realized, hey, this family should be on TV?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
Because
she's a nobody, and you knew it.
Well, I mean, obviously you had the whole OJ thing, and then the fact that
the
they
Kardashian name was known.
That's
true.
Yeah,
and then they were just, you know, she was Paris Hilton's best friend at the time, and Paris was out here. I was like, when are you guys doing the show about your family? I mean, Kris Jenner is an amazing
And you
woman.
had them signed?
No, we were all talking about it, and then the whole thing went the other way.
You blew it.
I blew it. Well, I got other shows, Howard.
That's one that got away.
That is one that got away. For the better, though, because I don't think I would be in the situation I am now, because my wife probably would have been like, I'm not messing with that dude.
Yeah, but isn't that a hard thing to produce? I mean, putting up with these families and the
when you're a television producer, there's a lot of stuff. There's some shows that we're developing now.
How many shows you got?
Right now, we're kind of like half a dozen that we have going. So
I was involved in that, and I had a lot of shows in production. I had like 9 shows. There was no way to make money with these shows.
You know what it is? It's about one. It's like obviously having the ability and the power in Hollywood, and then you get that one that's out of here, and that they need they need you, so then they have to pay you, and that's when the big bucks come.
Yeah, I put that all aside, but there's a show that I actually had developed, and then some studio just came to me and said, "Oh, we want to buy that." So I think I might get back into that a little bit.
You and I want to produce with you, Howard. Let's make some TV.
Well, let's find. Why don't you fuck one of these Kim Kardashian types?
I can't
and
do
come
that
to
anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Or we could, since we're both married.
Yes.
We could both do something like that, like the married guys like day off or something.
But the Kim Kardashian. Then you go to 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗏.
Yeah.
She's the next girl you date?
Not the next
Where
one.
do you
but
meet
she
a
was
girl?
somewhere
How do you
in
meet her?
L.A.
Oh my God!
But I actually knew her for quite some time too. It's a small community in L.A.
See, you're smart in a way because I would fall in love with a girl like that because she's so fucking hot to me. I mean, so there must be something wrong with her. Explain to me what it is.
Nothing wrong with her.
No, there's something that just flags something.
Maybe there's something wrong with Nick. How come we always see the
maybe
girl
there's something
as
wrong
that?
with you.
You know, I'm just saying.
Be married man, I'm doing well.
Why do so many guys dump 𝗦𝗁𝗄𝗏?
Oh
I
my
don't think they do. I think she's been in a relationship for quite some time.
Who's she
now.
with?
The race car driver dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is she incredible in bed, or is she bad in bed, Nick?
It was a while ago, but it was
Bad.
no.
What would it be?
She's just good. Like
Is Kim Kardashian good?
Yeah.
She seems very loving.
She's very nurturing. Let's go there.
And Nicole is, what is the problem? Like, why didn't you fully commit to her?
It had nothing to do with the sex life. It was more about, I honestly, I fell in love with my wife. That's why I said
Where'd you meet Mariah?
I met Mariah, it was weird because, being a fan, people would always ask me, who's your celebrity crush?
Right.
And I would say Mariah Carey because that's that one where people are like, yeah, you could never get her. And people would say that to me all the time.
I would have said it too.
Like, yeah, Mariah,
Howard tried
Halle
to date her.
Berry,
Did
all
you
of
tell
those.
him that?
What is that?
Howard tried to date her.
I know
didn't
you
try
had a
to. I had
thing for her, and then it went bad.
It went sour. It didn't go well.
You guys started going at each other's necks.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
But yeah, I was in.
I was mad at her.
Yeah,
That was the
like, she
sexual
doesn't want me,
tension.
I'm out.
I still can't accept you got her.
Everybody join the club. So but it was one of those things where at an award show, she actually walked past me with her entourage, and it's like, I heard all those nice things you've been saying about me. I was like, just give me a chance. I could prove to you.
How long did it take you to get into her pants?
Till we got married, man.
Bullshit. Is that
Stop
true?
it.
Real talk. That's why it happens. I was so used to women just throwing it at me that the one time
She
somebody
didn't bang
held
you.
back.
She didn't. Hold it a second. Tell me
He's
the
not
truth.
being honest.
I put that on
Swear-
a stack of Bibles.
You swear to God.
I swear
You
to God.
didn't enter her until your wedding night.
Till the wedding night.
And
Get
she
outta here,
wanted to do
Nick.
that. But why would Mariah want that? Like, wouldn't she want to try out and see if there was chemistry between
Well, I
them?
think she kind of knew I was a sexy beast.
Are you guys very religious? Is that it? Is this a God thing?
We like to say spiritual, but it definitely that plays a part in it. Especially when you're going in for a marriage, you want to do it right. I mean, I definitely think marriage is something that is
Wow.
definitely anointed from God. So if you go into it the wrong way, so I appreciate. Now, of course, I was trying, but she
Were
was
ya?
like,
I mean,
"Nah, I
'cause
want
this
to
is
wait."
crazy.
That might be one of the reasons why we got married so fast.
What was how fast did you get married?
It was like a few weeks.
Was it really?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a
couple
month
of months?
and a half, 2 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You knew her a month and a half and you got married.
And I was like, I'm going in, Howard.
But did you trust yourself enough to really know her that well after a month and a half? Come on. I mean, that's a crazy.
I'll give you two things because celebrities are crazy. So definitely there was like that crazy, like, hey, we're on top of the world. We can do anything we want to do. There was definitely that, but I feel like there was a solid foundation, like a real connection. Like, yo, I could spend the rest of my life with this woman. I would love for this woman to be the mother of my children.
It's a leap emotionally. Like, you just got to on faith, do something like that. But I bet you don't recommend. I mean, I bet you if your kids grow up and they say, we're going to marry someone after knowing them a month and a half,
met, yeah.
you would probably be the first one to say, don't do it.
Don't do it because, I mean, that, like, as we all know, that wasn't the first time I was ever engaged.
Right.
So
But that's what I'm saying.
So again, me
Are you
being that
happy?
hopeless romantic, that being in love with being in love, but I found someone that I was equally yoked with, that I was able to say she loves the same things that I love in life, and I really wanted to make a marriage work, and she
Did anyone in your life?
that.
Did anyone close to you in your life come to you and say, "Hey, you're crazy"? What?
Absolutely, everyone.
Who said it? Did your dad say it?
My dad said it.
I met your dad, by the way. I had a long conversation.
You said
with him.
you think my dad's crazy?
He's got some crazy fucking ideas.
Really?
He gets a hold of me in the parking lot, and this guy walks up to me, nice guy, he starts talking to me, and we're having a conversation. I didn't even know he was your dad. And we're just talking about shit, and he goes, "Listen, man," he goes, "I'm going to tell you something. OJ did not kill that woman.
Oh my God! This is what he brings up.
So I'm going, hey, that all of a sudden triggers something in me. I go, what the fuck am I doing here with this guy? Who is he? I go, who exactly are you? What do you do here? He goes, well, I'm Nick's dad. I go, all right, let me understand you. So I'm gonna let me see.
I'll entertain this for a minute.
Because this might help me get to know Nick a little bit and understand where he's coming from. And I'm talking to this dad, and he's got, I mean, this guy's no bullshit artist. He's got facts, figures like he's with the FBI.
Studies. My dad is one of those conspiracy theorists. Like, he's in his ministry, he's like the end of the world prophecy and an evangelist.
Do you think the world is ending, by the way?
Nah, I mean, on a spiritual level.
Does he think it's ending?
But he thinks it is. Like, I was a kid.
When's the next date that everything's going to end?
Like, we had water and Bibles and crosses. Like, I was that kid. So, but I mean, I understand it, and I definitely, think there's some validity there. But I don't.
He wouldn't let go of me. He was like, listen, man, I'm not bullshitting you. Get over here, and we start talking.
Why is OJ so important when the world's going to end?
Exactly.
To Nick's dad, it is like the most important
because
thing.
He gets in that thing, like, the black man and all of that, and it's.
Does your dad get annoyed when the world doesn't end? Like, is he like, what the hell?
I think
happened?
at this point, because every time it's supposed to end, it doesn't. So now he's kind of like, I'm not gonna say nothing until it happens, then I can be like, I told you.
Yeah, do you ever go up to him and go, Dad, like, can you get off this already? I mean, look, every time we thought it was happening,
he's not as bad anymore. Now it's like even though he's like, things are changing. You know what I mean? Just stay close to your word and put God first and whatever happens.
So when you were a kid, like, would your dad like literally like get like a bomb shelter somewhere and get set up with water and like canned goods and things?
Not that far, but it was crazy because he would be right about a lot of stuff. Like, I remember in like the mid 80s, he was telling me about this thing called the internet and the information superhighway and this guy Al Gore, and then like to see oh my God, the guy he's about to be vice president, the guy with this internet thing. So he had some things right.
So even as crazy as you think your dad is, he knew not for you to marry Mariah after a week
in a
and
month.
A half.
Yeah, no. People
are you close with your dad, or do you see him as
me and my dad are real close. I mean,
does he drive you crazy in the sense?
Nah, not really. I mean, he's only like 17 years older than me, and it's kind of in and out of my life, my entire life. So we got this cool relationship where
You're not angry with him for being in and out of your life?
Nah. I mean, I don't hold grudges. I mean, if I was going to be mad at somebody for things in the past, I'd be mad at everybody.
Did he come back into your life when you were rich?
Nah. A lot of people think that, but that's not what really happened. My dad was always present, even when he wasn't physically present. I mean, I was raised a lot by his mother, and my parents were teenagers when they had me, so I spent some time living with my dad, like in my early, adolescent years and preteen years, and then he established some good stuff, and then I went back out and went on. By the time I was 16, I was on my own anyway.
I haven't found a guest in the last year who spent any time with their father. It's remarkable.
Or anybody. They've all been raising themselves.
Yeah,
but see, I think that says something about celebrities and yearning for attention. And
your dad is more like your older brother than
pretty much. I call my grandparents my parents. It's always been that way.
You supporting everybody? Are you supporting?
I'm supporting everybody, but when people need help, help them out.
A lot of money.
But that's the purpose of having a lot of money. I mean, that's what I take pride in.
Can you say no to people? Can you say no?
Nah, I have a real problem saying no.
Your dad said no to you when you were young.
He didn't really say no, though, because he didn't have it. If he had it and was keeping it from me, then I'd probably be a little upset. But we was all broke. Let me nothing to go around.
Go back to this concept, Nick. By the way, we're sitting here with Nick Cannon, the host of America's Got Talent, and he's way more interesting than you knew, isn't it true? Now you get to know the real Nick.
I know, right? People.
Yeah. And by the way, he does a great job on America. I've always said this. You do a great job on America.
Even before, it's interesting. Before you were on the show, you would like backhand compliment me. Like, you would say I was doing all right, but then you would make fun of the way I talk.
Yeah, I make some fun of you.
But as you should. I got it. I was in on the joke.
But I really do appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's not an easy job. If you think it's easy, it's not.
Live television.
And what really moved me was when I saw you backstage with some of these little kids.
Yeah.
In a very real way, people could grandstand with kids.
Right.
You don't do that.
Nah.
You walked up to the kid and you said, hey, things aren't so bad. And you spoke to him like an adult.
Yeah.
And it was real. And a couple of kids were really upset that you don't even see on TV.
Right.
And I saw you spend some time with them, and you were very, very kind to them, and very much thinking of them and not yourself.
Because this is what it's about. Like, I could care less about the cameras when it's that time, especially when you see some of these parents are a little creepy.
Yeah.
You kind of got to connect with the kid. Because I was there. I was a kid that was on these talent show circuits, and
Who put you in that? Your dad?
My dad. Yeah.
There he is again.
But I thank him for it.
He had a theory. He had a theory.
But you have to let them know it's not this is not the end of the world, because they play it like $1 million. This could change your life, and they're hearing that all day long, and then they get on stage and they don't do well, so they think they're failures. And you got to talk to them and connect with them. And like, this is a television show. You're more than this.
I saw you do it, and you did a beautiful thing. And I got to tell you something. I really was a little bit rocked there when I made that kid cry.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mo Money, yeah.
Mo Money. I'll never forget Mo Money. Cute
Right,
kid.
no one will ever forget.
You know, I said to Robin the other day, it's good because that kid was 5.
Right.
This year he'll be 6 if he comes back. I won't feel so bad making him cry. 5's a little young. 6.
He's
okay.
a little tougher.
But you know, I went in there. Listen, if a parent's going to put a kid out there, what am I going to do?
It's the parents' fault.
Someone's got to tell the kid he has no talent.
I love the fact that kids come on the show, but when you see these parents, these stage moms, and it gets a little scary. So I try to connect with the kid. Like, look, there's other things in the world that are more important than you dancing on this stage.
So get back to this for 1 second, because I want to clear this up, because my audience will never forgive me if I don't.
All right.
You say you didn't have sex with your wife until you married her, which is remarkable in this day and age.
Right.
But certainly there's a courtship that goes on for a month and a half, and obviously you make out and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you get to finger her, or does she give you a hand job?
None of that.
What?
None of
Nothing.
that.
You didn't get a hand job or a blow job before.
Nah, 'cause
so you didn't even know if your wife was good at blow jobs.
No, I mean, but it was Mariah Carey. I could care if Mariah Carey gave a bad blow job, I'm still going in. Like,
Really?
It's like, like I didn't care. In my mind, like, I'm with it.
Your penis
Like,
doesn't know it's Mariah Carey.
Either way, it's one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the planet.
Were you nervous your wedding night? Because here you're saying you did kiss.
I was excited.
Did you feel her up before the wedding?
Yeah,
a little bit.
You know, you make
over
out
the shirt.
Yeah, it was only over the shirt.
You never even touched her under the shirt.
Nah, but see, that's the thing.
Wow, this is so spiritual.
It was so different because, you know, my other, like, because, you know, we were jet setting and traveling and stuff, so I would be back home, like, be other chicks and stuff like that, but this was the one woman that was like, yo, none of that's going down. Did you feel like
maybe she could even be gay or something?
Nah, none of that. I knew what her values were, and I knew what, you know, when you think about my wife and, like, you know, her being married at a very young age for some time, so she went from really being a child to being married, and then had never experienced all of that craziness.
Does she badmouth her first? Does she badmouth her first husband?
Not at all.
Not at all. You don't hear
that.
Not
at all. We never even talk about it. Never comes up.
Right. That's not an issue.
Yeah. Like, speaks highly of him when, you know, as a businessman and how he ran records and all that.
And does she say, "Oh, but your penis is so much bigger"?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She better say that.
But you know what's weird about what you're saying in this day and age? I mean, not even. I mean, so there you are on your wedding night.
Right.
And it really is a true wedding night in every sense of the word. And Mariah walks out. Is she in a special outfit on your wedding night?
Absolutely. My wife, she has a lingerie closet. Like, that's her thing. Like, when it's time to get sexy, it goes down.
Really? So you know when she wants it?
Oh, yeah.
She'll walk in the room, Nick.
The lingerie, I told you, the music, the
Hero
candles.
goes on, that's it.
All that. Rainbows. It's crazy.
and
she
so,
can arrange for rainbows? That is big.
She's very wealthy. So she walks in the room.
Yes.
High heels on, the whole look.
Whole shebang.
I love that.
Best night of my life.
Okay, so she walks in on the wedding night. She's in her trousseau.
Yes.
And if there is such a word.
Yes.
And so,
I don't know what that is, but
I don't
she was
either.
in it.
And she walks in it. And it would have been great, though, if, like, she pulled down her pants and had a penis or something.
Oh, man.
It would have been great. But, you know, or she had no vagina. Like, you know, something weird. Like,
yeah, she was like a Barbie doll.
Were you nervous on your wedding night?
I was excited. So it was just, I mean, obviously, it was the most amazing day ever. And then, you know, we were in our house in the Bahamas and stuff, and I was like, yo, this is
Was the
paradise.
sex awkward?
Nah, not really.
Really?
I mean, obviously, when it
first time
took a minute to get going, but you know, that's what they.
And did you say to yourself, "Uh-oh, I made a mistake" for just a brief second when it was awkward?
Nah, you just got to make sure. I had to make sure everybody, you know, the situation was comfortable. So I did everything I needed to do to make sure it was right.
Were you able to satisfy your wife to orgasm the first time?
On the first time,
you were.
How does he know?
Yeah, what you mean? How do I know, Robin? It's the reaction.
Is that true?
See, Robin, you and I got to talk about.
But is that true? I have been with women. I have been with some beautiful women where you get into bed with them and there is absolutely zero chemistry.
Now I'm a younger man than you are, Howard, but I'm gonna have to school you real quick.
Please.
When a woman has an orgasm, everyone in the room knows.
Is she that loud?
Not even about being that loud. It's just what really happens to the woman's
Physically,
body.
yes.
Yeah, like you got to get them to a point where they can't even walk to the bathroom after.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I believe it of you. I see the physical shape of it.
I don't stop until the mission is complete.
So you can hold out for a half hour?
Yeah.
With Mariah Carey, you can hold out a half. That's an insult.
But this is because it's the process. Like, see, people think it's all about, you know, the action. It goes from the foreplay all the way to the very end.
But I've been with women. They say, "Give it to me hard." And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? You know what I mean?
Eventually you get to that. You know what I mean? It's all about you warm it up, and then when it's time to go in. And
but when you're thrusting, and I asked a guest this yesterday, and help me, and don't be a joke about it.
Absolutely.
When you're thrusting that rapidly,
right?
And because the woman, in order to get off, she needs it rapidly,
right?
How do you keep from just exploding?
It's always about a timing thing, and I actually don't think it's all about just like to give a woman an orgasm about the rapid thrusting. Yeah. It's about the build up. It's anything. It's like that as an entertainer. You can't just give them all your best punchlines right there, and you build them up, you work them up, you get them excited. Once she's excited, then you go in for the rapidness, and by that time you've had so much time of the whole excitement is there, and you there to work. You ain't got to worry about.
Because I start to shift around just a little bit of movement, and everything happens. It
See, because that's the problem. Yeah. You're thinking about your movement. If you think about, yo, let me please her, let me make it all about her, then you're no longer thinking about you, and then you could go all night if you need to.
Wow, I've never experienced that.
You've never stopped thinking about you.
Stop thinking about yourself, Howard.
You compare it to
Think
comedy.
about the woman.
I do my closing joke immediately.
Exactly.
You go right to my best stuff. I don't like to hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why you got to treat an audience. If you just go out there and just say, oh, yeah, I'm here, they're like, yo, he's giving me too much too fast, and then you throw off. But if you work yourself into it, and by the time you get there, you hit them with the finale.
Nick, we need a superstar in America's Got Talent.
Yes.
We really do.
The dogs, were you really, come on, let's
told you,
all bullshit aside. Were you happy with the dogs winning?
I thought the dogs were a great act, but I do not think that they should have won. I was rooting for Tom Cotter, the comedian. He was terrific.
That would have been so much better for you, because you would have been able to be like, I found a person that is a legitimate star. You can't bring the dogs on your show and interview them.
Well, many times the producers would even say to me, you know, you don't want to sit there and tell the audience who to vote for. But why can't I tell the audience who to vote? I want to say I
thought that's what you were going to do.
I did do that, but the audience didn't listen. You did a great
job of that. I think people have to really watch how you were an amazing judge, like better than any of these other judges. Because one, you were extremely honest. You never pulled back, even when it came to the kids, 6-year-old kids, and you gave real constructive advice. It wasn't like, oh, you're cute or change your outfit. You were like, yo, you should do this. You should be more topical. You should, and it made all of the acts better. And you made it difficult to choose from. And the one act that you couldn't give criticism to was the dogs, and they're the ones that ended up winning.
Well, you know, I felt like I could be. I really thought I could make a difference and be like a mentor. You know, but you know, you even talk about the way people dress and stuff. I was talking about this morning. The song, Rihanna has a #1 hit right now. Yeah. It's, you know, the Diamond song.
Shine bright like a diamond.
A woman named Sia wrote that.
Diamonds in the sky.
Right. I played a track today of this woman, Sia, singing her own song. She does a beautiful job. But the reality is, she's probably a woman in her 40s or 50s. She's not particularly glamorous like Rihanna. She probably sings it just as good as Rihanna. And I sometimes want to say to these kids, you know, it is show business. You do have to have a look.
It's about being a star. You got to stand out.
I'm going to be way more honest this year.
You have to. Well, you're honest enough, but even if you go in and kind of, I would think, and that's why I'm really excited that you came back, because these judges on television, especially, like, they're more concerned about their own career.
I don't care about that.
You've made it. You're the best at what you do, and people should only be, like, they should be grateful to hear you give them advice. So I think we'll find a star this time.
I think so, too. I'm really committed to this.
Oh, it all depends on what they bring you, though.
But no, that's the thing.
They better bring us somebody good.
Yeah. It's so many people. And like, what are you looking for, Howard? Like, are you looking for a band? I heard you said a magician.
You know what? I thought it was really weird last year. I was looking for a band, and we ended up finding a good one. It was that guy with the earth harp, that weird sort of instrument, and he started putting it together with a band. We saw that guy grow. Yeah. He deserved to win, too.
He did, and it's all about, because, you know, it's middle America. It's what are they really looking for? Because the people in New York and L.A., we have different tastes than,
well,
you know,
I might go on America's Got Talent and say point blank, people in middle America, I prefer you didn't vote. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had enough of your bullshit. You picked a bunch of fucking dogs. What's wrong with you?
It's true.
Nick, speaking of Rihanna,
yes,
a good friend of yours, and part of being famous is that you have great celebrity friends.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Will Smith and JD. You're over there. You're hanging out. Chris Brown is a friend of yours.
Good friend of mine.
Now, how do you deal with that? I had a friend. I'm going to tell you something.
Do you ever for a moment have a question as to whether you should keep this friendship?
Nah, why? I can't judge him. I talked to him right after that happened. And I felt bad for him because I feel like the media, because he was searching for his friends. You know what I mean? Because everybody was like, oh, and I came out, I was like, there's never any reason to ever put your hands on a woman. Right. But Chris Brown is not a monster that the media is making him out to be. And I stand by that today. I talk about that in my stand-up.
Well, how do you know that?
One, because I know him. Right. And then two, it's like, look, this is my thing. If we're gonna kind of create a monster out of every celebrity that's involved in domestic violence and all this stuff, then we got to be mad at Sean Penn. We got to be mad at Tommy Lee. We got.
Well, I am.
No,
We
you're
are.
not.
I am.
We are.
But
absolutely
it's
am.
so many, but those people, we can almost like forget about Charlie Sheen, and we kind of praise
I don't.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen shot somebody, didn't he?
But that, like, we forget, like, entertainers are crazy. So why are we putting them up on a pedestal anyway? Of course, we
So
don't
why do
want to
you think
glamorize
why is
it,
Chris
but
Brown?
he's not a monster.
He's not.
No, he's a young man that needed help at the time, and he was searching for someone
So how did
to
you
reach
help him?
out.
How did you help him?
One, by just being a friend, and then
Right.
two, like, just don't. It's not fair for us to put him in that sense. I mean, I think like him going on Larry King with a bow tie on, that's ridiculous. Like somebody like he got neck tattoos and a bow tie. That's a fashion faux pas right there.
You would have advised
like,
against
yo,
that.
don't
right.
do that.
Don't change your whole personality.
Yeah.
It's like a guy goes to court and all of a sudden he looks like he's
in a suit,
he's
yeah.
12 years old. Right?
So, but the thing was, he needed direction.
Right.
And I think he's on a great path now, but I don't think he's a monster. And I think.
But Nick, would
they
you
were
let
young.
your daughter date a guy who hit her?
Absolutely not.
Right.
That's my daughter.
Right.
Like, so.
And you would never talk to that guy again.
I would.
If Chris Brown was
If
dating,
If Chris Brown hit my dog, he's not living anymore.
Right,
Howard.
exactly.
That's right, yeah.
But that's how I would deal with the situation. Some people would think that's not the best way for me to deal with it, but I know that situation was a horrible situation. It should have never happened. It should have never been glamorized in the media, but I feel like everyone latched onto it and saw this situation and said, oh, we're going to capitalize off of it, when
but
it shouldn't have been
don't
that
you
way.
think Rihanna's weird for staying with the guy?
She's in love, Howard. There's young girls fall in love all the time.
If she was my daughter, I'd say to her, I'm not allowed.
That's
I'm going to
like-
lock you up in a
That's
cage
what-
and never let
there
you
must
out.
be some issues there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you
Right.
got to dig a little deeper to figure out. You can't blame all of this on just one person on one side. There's something going on that, it's a situation. We all have our issues. We all need some sort of counseling, and they need help. And if they have that connection, let them find it
So you
together.
hang out with those two, huh?
I mean, not as of recently. I haven't. I see Chris a lot. I see, but they're doing what they do.
All right, give me the over-under when he'll explode again.
Oh,
I don't think he's not exploding.
You never know, man.
It's like, why does it have to be exploding?
She's going to do something wrong.
And you think he's going? I think he'll never lay his hands on another woman
You think
ever
he learned
again.
his lesson, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Let's
the thing.
hope.
But think about it. He was in a situation where he saw someone abusing his mother as a child. Like, that's someone who needs help. That's not someone who we just put out there and every time
Oh
we
my God.
interview and
Do
we
we?
talk about hitting a woman. Like, that's
He might
do
go.
we have to help everybody?
yes,
Come on.
Robin, we do. That's why we're here, to help each other.
Oh, that's why we're here?
Yes.
I thought it was to eat
Oh,
really good dinner.
Criticize and point fingers.
I thought it was to just bash people on the radio.
I want you to come on Wild 'N Out. I want you to come.
What is Wild 'N Out?
Wild 'N Out. It's an improv comedy show where we bring celebrities on and we just
I don't
wild
want
out.
to do that, Nick.
You would be great.
No,
You're so quick and witty to improv.
I don't like it.
All your listeners, I can feel them now. They're like, yo, Howard would be amazing on Wild 'N
I'm
Out.
just afraid of Cat if he shows up. I can't handle
I'll separate you two.
it. For additional audition dates and to pre-register, go to agtauditions.com.
Yes.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Nick also has a radio show.
Yes.
You do the countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Yeah.
That's going on.
I'm coming for Ryan Seacrest. All of that.
You believe
my
how-
countdown show is better than his.
You want to be more successful than him.
I am more successful than Ryan. He might be making more money than me right now, but I mean, that's the thing. People always compare us, and I love him, but I think I do a little
How
bit
many
more than
Twitter
Ryan.
followers do you have?
I don't have as many as Ryan
No,
Seacrest.
seriously. Isn't it like something
Like 4 million. Almost
4 million?
Yeah.
That's bigger than a radio audience in many respects. That Twitter is very powerful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more though.
You wanna get more?
I want like 8 million at least. That's what I'm trying to get.
Is Mariah like an American Idol? Is she digging this?
I think she likes it. She likes the
I think
idea.
she doesn't like it.
It's like she doesn't like all of that drama. She's like,
With
I didn't
Nicki
sign
Minaj.
up to be on Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Like, she wants to be there to help people and find a new star like you do. Like, imagine like if you came on the show.
Go ahead.
And then I was like, man, fuck Howard Stern. He ain't shit. Like, and then you'd be like, what?
What?
I didn't sign up for this. Like, I'm trying to fight you and all of that
Is that
stuff.
what's going on?
I think it's all calm now
It is.
because I think
How do
they
they
recognize that's not good for the Nicki Minaj brand either.
Do you get like crazy when you see your wife being attacked like that?
My first instinct, because I talk a lot of shit, like, so I wanted to get out there and get in it, but
Right.
cooler heads prevailed, and like I let them handle that. And I always say my wife is the strongest, classiest woman in the world, so I knew she would handle it properly. But I want Nicki Minaj on Wild 'N Out too. Like, let's go.
Do you think that they're going to show all of that on TV? Because that was during tape segments. Do you think they'll show this?
Nah,
battle?
I think now when they see that like it got all the attention that they wanted, but they don't want to take the attention away from what the show is really about. So I think they'll produce it properly. They'll allude to it, but they'll never go in and show.
I think you were surprised Mariah actually agreed to do American Idol because you even said at the time they couldn't afford her.
I didn't think and I think a lot of it has to do with, she's doing a new album right now, and it's just the timing is perfect. But if you would have asked my wife, 2 years ago or something, like, would she do American Idol? She'd be like, nah, but it's that timing is right.
It's an excellent venue for introducing new music and all kinds of stuff.
And I think also she's excited because people don't know how great of a songwriter she is, or they always talk about the diva and the performer, but she produces every one of her albums and she writes all of her songs, and it's like,
where does she write them? She ever write them in front of you?
Yeah, she writes them at home. We got a studio at the house.
How does that work out though? Like, I mean, does she walk around with like a piece of paper and start writing?
She has a recorder, and like then she'll go in the studio and shut the door and write, and she carries her notebook and she writes. So she's an amazing writer. That exact note.
Is that it? Nicki Minaj would never be invited over to your house for dinner, though.
Not anymore. No. Maybe. I mean, before, like, they were cool, and then she kind of exploded.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting to have another woman on there. I think she was going to be
my wife didn't expect it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. See, this is where, and I've talked about this a few times too. I think it's unfair that she signed on thinking, even if you saw the season before, it was Jennifer Lopez and
two dudes.
Yeah.
Steven, Tyler, and Randy. Yeah.
So she's like, oh, yeah, I'll get, and that's how they sold it to her. They kept saying, you're the star of the show. You're the centerpiece. We're so grateful to have Mariah Carey. You're going to re-energize the show.
Right.
And then they introduced another female at the last moment. That was dishonest of the network. So I think.
Did she tell them that? Did she say, hey, come on, guys?
Absolutely. And they were like, well, we didn't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
And then she goes on set, and the next thing you know, she's getting her shit beaten out of her.
Exactly. She was like, see, I did not sign up for this.
Was Mariah afraid for her life? But when she came home to you,
my wife's a gangster. I don't think she was worried about that.
Come on.
She was afraid for her brand.
Right.
When you think about it, it's like, why should anyone have to put themselves in that situation to where you're talked down to, you're disrespected, and especially someone of my wife's caliber,
You know what's weird? They went to all this trouble to get her, and they probably had to woo her like crazy.
Yeah, the Voice everybody wanted her.
And then they stick her in with Nicki Minaj out of the clear blue and don't even and sort of blindside her with it.
Yeah. It's like they said, somebody, I heard a radio DJ say this, is like they said they had the filet mignon and they just doused it with ketchup.
It's bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, they represented one thing. It's hard for her. I wonder if she'll even if it's successful as hell, I wonder if she'd do it again because she feels betrayed.
She feels like a lot of people, they led her the wrong way. But I think she's going to make the best of it, and she's going to be an amazing judge. And, I think they figured it out at this point. I think it's fine. And,
Is she exhausted from it?
Nah, she loves it.
She loves it.
She loves being able to connect with the fans and inspire young performers.
Howard, you're the only one who gets exhausted.
Oh, I'm exhausted already. We haven't even started.
He's already complaining about AGT.
I was like, I don't know if Howard's coming back because this is a lot on him.
Well, because when you do those morning hours,
man,
that anything that goes on at night feels like torture.
Absolutely.
And so I really enjoy doing the show. I enjoy working with you. It's great. I love the idea of it, and I love the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what the hell am I doing in my life?
Yeah.
But I imagine Mariah's like that because she's got 2 little kids at home.
Yeah, so she does. And even in that whole Nicki Minaj thing, like she actually said, it's like, I could be at home with my kids right now. You're keeping me from my kids and I'm having a bad time. Yeah, right. Like that's like, you don't want to ever do that. So I think they figured it out. And, my wife has prioritized knowing that like family's first. And, the schedule isn't that grueling yet, but we'll see what happens when they get to the live shows.
Is your dad allowed to talk to Mariah?
I kind of monitor that.
Yeah, like, you don't leave him alone with her, do you?
Never. I even talk about that in my stand-up. I'll be like, hey, Dad, you got to chill, man.
Yeah, right. I mean, imagine him coming over and start doing the whole OJ rap and everything. He's crazy.
And then, because my wife is my wife, so she's, my dad be like, man, your wife look beautiful. Hey, man, chill with calling my wife beautiful.
Yeah, I know you're like my older brother, but calm the fuck down. Well, I tell you, it's wonderful.
Does she have any friends? What is he doing?
Yeah, like he's dating. Put me up with one of Mariah's friends, son. No.
It must be a crazy life, though. Nick, it must be a wild life.
It's fun, man. It's a blessing. It really is. I'm having the best time.
You hang out with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie? Or
they're weird.
They are?
No, I don't know them.
I don't know. I wonder,
have you ever hung out with them?
No. I mean, I
met him in passing.
I saw him at Brad Gray's wedding for 2 seconds.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to find normal people in entertainment.
Who's your most normal Hollywood friend?
You?
Beside me.
I'm trying to think, because what do you like the people I came up with, like Kevin Hart, who's doing amazing now as a comedian, one of my best friends ever. Like, we're doing a mock reality show right now called Real Husbands of Hollywood, and we make fun of all of that. But I think I don't know who's the most normal.
Big Hollywood celebrity friends.
I consider Will Smith normal.
Will Smith?
I think he's normal. Like, I think sometimes people take his little sound bites and take them out of context, but he's a normal dude.
Nick and I will definitely be back on America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
that's right.
And some hot chick on there too.
Some hot chick.
What if they put a hot chick next to you?
She could give me and Howie hand jobs.
Nice. Now that's ratings.
No, whether from
a family
Howie
show.
says
Sure,
what if it's two chicks and Howie's not back?
Hey,
you're
on to something right there. That could be. That's not on television right now.
What if it was
you in the middle, two beautiful chicks on the side?
What are you going to tell Mariah if it's @nicole_scherzinger?
I hope not. That would be.
How about if the two judges are Kim Kardashian and Nicole Scherzinger? That'd be good.
Oh man, that'd be a tough show.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Nick's
again.
always backstage.
Yeah, I'll never come out.
Have you taped any promotional pieces with Howie's name in it yet?
Nah,
no,
not yet. Are you alluding to you think Howie might not be on the show?
I think he will be. I actually do.
He was here yesterday.
Howie said he hasn't been asked.
He said he hasn't heard a word.
Is that why he said he was depressed? Is that why?
He's depressed because he's just on antidepressants.
Oh, okay.
He's just.
I love Howie. He's one of the best to ever do it.
I think he's terrific.
Yeah,
I do. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be there with you.
You and I will be there,
and we're pros.
Maybe you two will be the judge.
Maybe it should just be us.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
You and every judge seat.
Yeah, I'm telling you that would not. The New York Post ran a great picture of me and every judge. I like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, believe me, I have no time for those other judges. I don't even care about what they have to say.
Absolutely.
I heard they might bring 4 judges, which would be insufferable.
Too much.
It's too much.
I heard Simon say that last year, and I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
How about 19 judges? We just sit there all day and judge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about 1 contestant and 500 judges?
Yeah, that's it. I like it, Robin. Now you're on to something. All right, anything you want to say?
Nah, man, except for we need to get you on Wildin' Out. That's what it's about.
All right, well, let me see what's happening.
We'll see what it is. At least stop by. We're shooting in New York this year.
Is that right?
January, Howard Stern, Wildin' Out could be amazing.
Well, yeah, God only knows what that would be.
Just got it's the hood, though. It's real hood. So,
Listen,
but you're from the hood.
Who knows more about the hood?
Roosevelt be representing up in there.
Ask Eddie Murphy about the hood. We're both very glad to be away from that hood. If we never see that hood again, we'll both be very, very pleased men.
Nobody's going
we
home.
We can get you and Eddie on Wildin' Out and be the Roosevelt episode.
Well, Flav still lives there, you know.
Well, Flav is a gangster.
That's it. Yeah. But he doesn't want to leave the hood. I do. I still have nightmares about the hood.
I mean, because it wasn't a good experience for you.
No.
You grew up like me. Like, you got beat up in school and stuff like that. But it makes us better people. It makes us stronger.
I was the outcast. I was the white guy in an all-black neighborhood.
But that's usually that turns out for the better because you get all the swag.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like, you get all the black swag, but you still get the privilege of being a white man.
No, it was bad.
It went the other way?
Yeah, I would try to date black girls.
Right.
And
you're still kind of attracted to, like, girls with big asses and stuff.
Well,
Come on, because that's how you grew up.
No, the girls would be like, we'll get our asses kicked. What are you, fucking crazy? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was a nightmare.
But still, it was your experience, Howard.
Yes.
It made you the man that you are today.
That's right.
Exactly.
Look at me. Look at the man.
Yeah, what would have happened if you had gotten all
I know.
those
What if you went to an all-white school?
I did. My parents moved to a white school, and I was even more of an outcast. I was like, these fucking white people, they're weird. I hadn't been exposed to white people before, and they were just fucking crazy.
Yep.
And I couldn't talk
Now
in
you know
class.
what we go through.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrible being black in a white world? I mean, I can't take it. I'm moving back to Africa. All right, look. Enough. You had enough fun here.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Now you go out and work out for the next 7 hours.
Exactly.
So you can have an 8-pack. You can embarrass me on that show because I have no pack. All right. Nick Cannon, everybody.
Yes.
Check him out on America's Got Talent and everywhere else that you see him.
Yeah.
And soon to be giving first looks to NBC on all of his projects. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick,
Yes.
may I talk to you for a brief moment?
Okay.
All right. You know firsthand how much work goes into doing your own radio show.
Absolutely.
So what do you, in your opinion, what do you think makes Howard so great at his craft?
That he's just him, man. He just comes in and he's honest, he's open, and he's himself. And like obviously all the bells and whistles around him, like he's in control. When you feel like somebody's in control, that's when you know they're doing their job well.
You can hear his confidence through the airwaves.
Absolutely.
Speaking of confidence, he grew in leaps and bounds during his first season at America's Got Talent.
You think so?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because at first it's the nerves that can shake you,
right.
And then once you get over the nerves, then you get to be who you are. So he probably like just the whole idea of being on television and what to do and all of that, and then once he kind of threw that out the window, He was the regular Stern that you get here every day.
Is there anything you think he can improve upon for season number 2?
Nah, man. I'll just keep bringing what he brought last year. Being honest, not caring how old the contestants are, what they're doing, just looking for that new star.
All right, man.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Mr. Mandel.
Hey.
Nice to see you,
Good
sir.
morning. It's good to be here.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
How are you today?
I feel good. I'm not tired. It's a long day. I'm supposed to have like a makeup person here.
Oh, she's right in here.
Hi, are you my makeup person? Have you washed?
I have antibacterial.
No. You have anti what?
Antibacteria hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just, I'm a germaphobe. I don't know, but they're gonna. I always like to wear makeup on the radio because I want to sound like I look good.
It's very important.
It is. How are you? No, I'm doing I'm doing a lot of things, so I don't have time to do that. Hi, what's your name?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
I know. So, are you going to start now?
Yeah, you could sit here if you want.
I will. I'll sit wherever you want me to sit.
Do you mind if I talk to you during this
Please
process?
talk to me during the process. Is this a process?
I don't know.
Is it going to be a process?
No.
Look, she's sanitizing. Thank you, Anna.
No problem.
For whatever it's worth, I don't think you need any makeup, sir.
Are you flirting with me?
A little bit.
No, I need makeup. We're going from here to the Today Show, and then I'm going over to Kelly and Michael, and then I'm doing Hoda and Kathy, and then I'm getting on a plane and I'm doing The Voice, and then my show premieres tonight. I'm doing a
Take It All.
Take It All.
Premiering tonight.
Premiering tonight. It's an event. It's a 6-day event. Do you realize I'm involved in an event?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Well, I mean, I read the schedule.
I read the schedule. You said that you were going to talk to me during the process.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to be speaking out loud?
I get a
am
little.
I supposed to?
I get a little flustered.
Am I supposed to be?
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while, and sometimes
know.
I choke.
Were you talking to me and I wasn't hearing?
No. I was thinking of my next question, and I'm realizing how slow-witted I am.
That's
as
so
this happens.
weird. I was thinking my next answer. I hope they match.
Well, I was going to say you're a bit of a press warrior today, and it all starts here with
It always begins.
your fellow co-host,
It starts here.
Mr. Howard Stern, your co-judge, I should say.
Judge. I sat on the plane coming here. I'll tell him, but with Carrie Ananaba. How do you say her name? How do you say her last name? I know her name's Carrie Ann.
I can't pronounce it
Do you
either.
know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
The judge from Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, yes.
Carrie Ann. I think it's Inaba. Carrie Ann Inaba. I think. So the whole 5-hour flight, we were just sitting together, and just two just judging. What do you think of Peanuts? Peanuts. You judged everything. Look how my seat reclines. Is this a good pillow? What do you think of the movie? What do you think of the people in 16D?
So today's all about Take It All, but do you anticipate some America's Got Talent discussion as well?
Oh, come on.
I think
You
that's.
think he'd bring that up?
I'm 50-50. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm pretty.
You only think it's 50-50 that he's going to ask about America's Got
Yeah,
Talent?
yeah. That's
Then
my
you're-
best.
Then you're stupid.
And I'm here every day, and that's my best estimate. That he'll only talk maybe
Then you are
50-50.
stupid.
I am very slow-witted.
I'm sorry, slow-witted is the term.
politically
You're
correct.
stupid. I'm sorry. You don't want to be called stupid.
No.
You want to be
That would be
referred to
insulting.
as slow-witted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll
That
just call you SW.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, HM. SW signing out here. I'll let you get to the man himself. You look ready to roll. You look ready to roll.
You can't tell if she's finished. How do I
One
look?
second, one more.
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? That's what you've done to me? Beauty? I'm beautiful? I'm stunning. I'm stunning.
All right, let's go to Howie.
So you know how Howie's like insane? So he just told me he's here, then he goes to Today Show, then he goes to Kelly and Michael, then he goes to Kathy and Hoda, and then he gets on a plane to do the talk, which I think is live.
You know what? Someone at AGT told me Howie was really got to him, the traveling to New York for the show. But I'm like, look at the amount of travel. He
Well, the other thing
travels all the
is
time.
he does gigs every weekend, so maybe in addition to...
Maybe, I don't know, but why would that be the one piece of travel that the problem's about? All right, Howie Mandel is here. Howie, it's so good to see Howie because I feel Howie
You
and
missed him, haven't you?
I have missed Howie. Let me see him. He looks different. You know, I do miss you. No, I'm just kidding. You're not, this is outside of AGT. I'm used to seeing you at the judging panel.
No.
Hey, look at you. You look good. You're in shape.
I'm in shape. The shape that I've chosen.
I love Howie. I really do. And what is going on, Howie? Honestly, what is happening?
Are you coming
vis-a-vis
back?
AGT. I was having a hard time deciding. Because of all the travel.
But what does Howie have to do?
Because of all the
decide?
travel.
Yeah, I had to travel to Jersey.
Through a tunnel.
It took me like an hour and a half.
I said this to you when we were on the air. It's very funny because Sharon and I last year would, we're neighbors. So we would go to the airport, we'd get on a plane, we'd fly for 5 hours, they drive us into the city, we would get changed at the hotel, then we'd have to go drive through the tunnel, go to Jersey and do the show, and we would walk into the building, and you would walk in exasperated.
Exhausted.
Going, can you believe there's traffic?
I know. It's crazy. And you know what? I realize now how insensitive that was of me because really you guys...
And then they would say to us, because Sharon and I had dressing rooms on either side, you would come in and go right to meditation and sleep.
So they took an hour trip.
Right. And they would say, shh, he's resting. Don't wake. He's resting. We just traveled like 8 hours.
Well, I couldn't figure out how you weren't resting. I would be in a coma.
You know what I'm doing today?
You're insane. Howie's promoting a new TV show, a game show. But before we get to that,
we won't talk about it.
I will talk about it. But you're promoting it. You're leaving here.
Right.
Then you go to the 𝗫𝗫𝗿𝗱 show.
No, the
Today Show.
Today Show.
After the Today Show, you go to the 𝗫𝗫𝗿𝗱 show.
It's not called Kelly and Michael by you?
Kelly and Michael. What do I know?
Yes.
And then you're hopping on a plane.
No, then Hoda and Kathy Lee hopping on a plane, doing The Voice.
The Voice?
Yeah. Live.
What are you doing on The Voice?
Promoting to say, stay tuned and watch my show, Take It All. It's coming up next.
Will you sit in the audience?
I will sit in the audience and talk to Carson.
Oh, and they put the microphone on you.
Yeah.
And then they say, hey.
Because, a lot of people DVR these things and they won't watch the commercials.
Right.
Or they get up during the commercials. So I am a living commercial within the show.
And then you will go to, then there's another show you're doing after The Voice, right?
My show, Take It All.
Oh, then you do the show live?
No, but I will. But there is a live. Yeah, I have a tendency to tweet live during shows.
Yeah, no. Did you hear Steve-O on the show the other day? He was criticizing you for giving out your Twitter.
Yeah,
that was great.
He said you weren't doing your job. You were busy with Twitter.
He said he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. He's doing good on his show, right? He's got the killer karaoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a gentleman. You never get into wars with people.
Well, why would I get into war with him?
What's going on here now? Honestly, I had heard through the grapevine.
Right.
I hear. You know what it is when I don't see people for a while. I hear rumors.
Okay, what was the rumor?
I heard that, and be honest about this.
I will. I will be. I have no.
I didn't know this because you're not a complainer type.
I don't complain.
But the rumor I heard is that you were really getting upset with America's Got Talent, not because you were mad at me or jealous of me because that was in the tabloids, but because the travel was getting to you. That the actual coming to New York every week, it was a little bit much for you.
Rumor.
Was it true?
No, rumor.
Rumor. Because you travel everywhere.
Look what I'm doing today.
Why are you doing? I know you want your show to be successful, the game show. I'm sure you own it, right?
Well, this is one. I'm sitting. I just came in the green room. I'm with a guy named Scott St. John, who's the executive producer of that show. Him and I have been partners on show. He did Deal or No Deal. He's the guy that brought me on to Deal or No Deal.
What's the name of that company? I forget.
Well, that was Endemol, but that's not
okay.
But when we developed this show, I said I want to put together this same team. So this one I developed.
Right.
I own.
You came up with the concept?
Well, when you hear the concept, I didn't come up. It's a concept. You know what it is? It's secret. You know what Secret Santa is?
Yeah, sure. We did it here because I was sick of getting everyone gifts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
did I steal your idea for TV?
No. Secret Santa. We all know what Secret Santa is.
Right. So,
Yeah.
well, Secret Santa, or it's called Yankee Swap or White Elephant. You know, when you
Right.
go to parties and you start exchanging gifts,
Yes.
and then you don't think yours is good, so you steal somebody else's, and then
Yes.
you could take that. I thought, why hasn't this been done on television? Because it makes up for a whole party. What if you made it for hundreds of thousands of dollars and people could steal from each other?
So, in other words, I go on the show. I'm a contestant.
Right.
You're the host.
Right.
I win a prize.
No, you just take a prize.
You take a prize. Do
You
I know
don't-
what the prize is? Or
Not
is it-
until it's open. You know, you can open it. You pick it. There's icons. But the prizes are, so you take a prize. You go, I want the green one. We open up the green one. It's a brand new Mercedes.
All right. So I just won a Mercedes.
You have a Mercedes.
I now own it. And
Yes.
I can't leave, though. I have to continue playing. Can I bow out? Can I just take my Mercedes and run? No. Of course not.
There's 5 contestants.
Right.
Then somebody else gets something, or they come out and they go, I want your Mercedes.
And they could have gotten a shitty prize.
Well, or they could take yours, unless you want to.
Now, if I just won a Mercedes, the guy says, I want your prize. I get in my new Mercedes, and I drive over him and kill him. And then I would win the show.
You've seen the show.
That's right.
No,
But
you
what
know,
happens?
people,
So
okay.
so I get a Mercedes. The
Right.
other guy has, I don't know, a washing machine.
Yeah.
And
whoever ends up at the end of the round with the least valuable prize gives it back and goes home.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now there's 4. Now there's 3.
Yeah, but
And then
how do
there's 2.
how do they
How
get
do
my
you
prize?
get? Yeah.
What do you mean?
In other words, how does some guy end up with my Mercedes? I have to give
How
it to
does
him?
somebody wind up with everything?
No,
Yeah.
you come out.
Yeah.
I've got. There's 5 players,
Go
5
ahead.
prizes.
This
Okay.
is fucking complicated.
No, it's not.
How did you pitch this
This
to
is
the network?
easier than Deal or No Deal. Well,
Is
because
it?
you keep asking questions.
Deal
Yes.
or no deal was easy.
No,
I
this is easier. This is easier. You get my.
Explain it again.
5 players.
I got a Mercedes.
If you let me talk, it'll be easy.
Well, why would I let you do that?
Okay.
Go ahead. You're not explaining it well. Honestly, I don't think you know the game.
When you go to a party, how do you get a prize at Secret Santa?
Someone says, here's a prize for you.
Right.
Everybody picks one.
Right.
But how do
you could steal from each other, right?
Can you?
Yankee Swap
Yeah.
or White Elephant, yeah.
How do you steal from each other?
You go, you know what? Do you want to open one of the unopened gifts, or do you want to take Howard's gift?
But let's say I have a Mercedes already. I would
Right.
stop, and I'd say I don't want to give up my gift.
You can't stop.
Well, here's what you can do. We do have one thing is called a lock. If you want to lock it and nobody can steal your Mercedes, you can lock it, but you can only do that once a whole game, right?
Okay.
So now you want your Mercedes. I say I want your Mercedes. You say you don't want me to take it. So
Right.
then I open up the next one, and I get a hovercraft.
Okay. Do I want that? Is that good or bad?
You just locked in your Mercedes.
Right. Yeah, fine. I'm
Now,
happy.
like I did on Deal or No Deal, I reveal the values of the prizes at the end.
I see.
Whoever has the least valuable, maybe the Mercedes is worth less than a hovercraft. You have to give back the Mercedes and go home.
I still don't understand, though, how you steal somebody else's prize.
Here's what. Wait, you take it.
You
What do
didn't
you mean you
hear
take
him?
it? You mean you just take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean I'm playing against you and you can just take my prize? And then why can't I take it back?
You can't take immediately back, but you can take it after the third guy. You know, you can take.
I'm fucking confused.
Really?
I'm confused.
Robin, are you confused?
I'm following this. I'm following it.
Okay, but here's the best part of the
No,
game.
you're not, Robin. You're lying.
I am.
Here's the best
Here's
part
what
of the
he
game.
said. Ugh.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
let-
No,
let-
Robin, explain it.
you're doing
Robin,
a horrible-
explain
All
it.
right.
You're doing a
Here's the
horrible
deal.
promotion.
Right, go ahead.
You come out.
Right.
You're contestant number 1.
Right.
And he says to you, okay, choose a prize.
Go ahead.
You choose a prize, you open it, and you find that you have a Mercedes.
Okay, fine.
So you're very happy with your Mercedes. You take a seat. The next contestant comes out.
Right.
He says, do you want to pick from this group of prizes,
Right.
or do you want to steal something?
Yeah.
Right.
And
And he
so
could just take
then
it?
that person could just take your Mercedes,
Right.
and you have to go back to the gift pile.
What a fucking business you're in.
Wait.
I mean-
That's not even the best part of the show. Eventually, only 2 people are left with the Quagmire prizes.
Right.
They could have homes, hovercrafts, submarines, like prizes you've never seen before.
Right.
Then they do the prisoner's dilemma. Do you know what that is?
No.
No,
you do.
that's
I
new.
do not.
Okay.
Yes, you
They-
do.
Yes, you do. When I
Yeah,
tell you
all-
it, you'll say they face off against each other. Each of them has their hand on a tablet, like an iPad or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to make a decision. And they're encouraged. They could lie. They can do whatever they want. I would say to you, Howard, I have a car. I have a vacation. I have a home. You have hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. I'm terminally ill.
Right.
I've got 3 kids. I'm a single father.
Yeah.
We don't have a car. I just want my car. I just want the vacation before I die.
I'd be
So
like,
here's
fuck
what I'm
you.
going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click in keep mine. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do. And will you just keep yours? So if you both click on keep mine,
Yeah.
We just keep everything we've accumulated.
All right, that's nice.
And do you promise you'll do that? Because you're not going to take from me. Do you promise you'll do that?
Oh, I say promise, and then I lie.
Right. Well, or maybe I did.
Right.
And then I say lock in your answers. Then I switch to take it all. You felt really bad for me. You keep mine. I take all my prizes. I take all your prizes.
Wow.
And you end up with nothing.
Look at you.
Yes. If we
Is
both
anybody falling for some sob story?
you will not believe this is the most
Really?
amazing. This is Deal or
Let
No
me
Deal.
understand something. So, tell
Meets
me
The
how to-
Price is Right meets Jerry Springer. I mean, we had to have armed guards. People
are going to kill each other.
I am telling you, you
Really?
have never seen.
I'll watch this.
People are.
What if they both say take it all?
They both end up with absolutely nothing.
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 Bunch
Wow.
of greedy pricks.
And we're giving away more money in this. We've done 7 hours. This is an event.
Don't
This is
you
not-
hate people though? Like working with all these people and being on stage with them and running a game show. You don't like people really.
I'm not. I don't socialize, but I'm fascinated by people.
This is good for you.
This is a social experiment. Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal had a lot of hot women on it too. Is there any component?
Models?
Models. Are there any
Yeah.
models on this show?
We have one prize announcer, and there was a bunch of hot people in the audience.
Do you pan over to the audience when things get slow?
You know how they do these things, just
Right.
like they do on AGT. The people that sit close to the camera seem to be good looking.
There's a live audience?
Yes.
And what is the show? An hour or a half hour?
It's 1 hour every night, starting tonight after The Voice.
It's for 5 straight nights.
6.
And they're testing
Next
it.
Monday.
Is this a test in a sense? Because
You know,
in other words, this isn't a regular time slot for you, is it?
This is the way we launch Deal or No Deal. NBC seems to be so excited and so supportive of it that they've put it on. They're launching it right after The Voice. There's no stronger show on the network right
I mean,
now.
If the show goes on tonight,
Right.
and I know you worry about ratings, everybody does.
That's why I'm here.
That's
Absolutely.
right. They're going to put it on for 6 straight nights.
That's correct.
And following The Voice is a huge smash hit show.
Right.
You should be able to hold some amount of that audience.
I hope so.
If you don't, will you want to kill yourself? Will you become suicidal?
I won't be suicidal, but I'll be incredibly depressed, and I will up my antidepressants.
How do you're on antidepressants? You
I
make
am.
no secret about that.
No.
What do you take?
My doctor told me not to say because
Why?
because then people go, you know what, maybe that'll work for me, and then they
No
go
one's
take
going to
it.
say that. Nothing's going to work.
I'm on an antidepressant. I'm not going to give my milligrams.
What is it? How many milligrams?
A lot.
Is it a lot? Really?
Yeah, I am on.
What does it do for you, this antidepressant?
You don't strike me as
I'm functioning.
You don't strike me as a depressed guy. I've worked with
I
you.
get very depressed.
Really? You can't function
but
without this?
Maybe it's because you
Probably
don't
not.
fucking take a break. You know, I see this guy when I work with him. He comes off a plane. He's in the halls. He's entertaining everyone. Then we get out there and entertain everyone. I said, why don't you just calm the fuck down? I said that to you.
Rest, like Howard.
No
See,
wonder
I'm
you're
afraid I was
depressed.
trying. I tried that meditation, which I think it's really hard. I can't do quiet time.
Yes, you can.
No, because then it gets noisier in my
Did you
head.
try TM?
I did.
Transcendental meditation?
Well, I didn't go to the yoga.
I
Yeah,
knew
you
it.
didn't try.
You didn't do what the fuck I told you to do because you laugh at me and you don't even
I
treat
didn't
me
laugh
with
at
respect.
you.
You do.
I respect you
Why
and your
didn't
whole
you go
family
to
does it.
transcendental meditation? I told you to try it.
I will,
Do
but
it.
I haven't had a moment.
It's especially
Yes,
for
you have.
people like you.
No, because you have to. Because I got a number from a guy who says that I needs 2 days or something or 3 days.
You need an
over-
hour a day.
No,
for
no,
to
to-
learn.
to-
No,
train
he
me.
meant to learn.
No, to train you,
Yeah.
you need an hour.
No,
No, he said
They
he
have
won't
to
do
come.
that.
They have to come back for checking and all that stuff. Howard.
I learned in a weekend when I was 18
A
years
weekend?
old. And I went for an hour on a Friday night.
Right.
An hour Saturday afternoon. And an hour on a Sunday. Excuse me.
He's saying he doesn't. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What's in there?
I got a little
Well,
hoarse.
whatever it is, it's out here.
Yeah. It's on Howie now. You really taking that many antidepressants?
I take one, but I take a nice
A
dose.
nice dose.
But I'm fine. But I have, I have the other issues too. So.
If you think if you didn't take an antidepressant, would you be suicidal, do you think?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried to kill yourself?
No.
Honestly.
When did you start
No.
this?
Years ago.
You
Really?
did? Because of the OCD?
I don't know. I didn't diagnose myself. Yes.
Who put you on this? A psychiatrist?
Yes.
And do you
Who
see
else
the
would it be?
psychiatrist?
No, a caterer.
No. Come on. Did you see? Do you see the psychiatrist? Do you sit on a couch and talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Do you want
I
to
go
be
to a
married?
therapist also. Do I what?
Do you want to be married?
Yes.
You
My
do?
wife is.
Is it
wonderful.
your marriage that's upsetting you?
No, no. She's my savior. My wife. I've been with my wife for like
I know.
35 years.
I'm trying to
more
figure
than-
out what you're depressed about.
I'm okay.
Well, depression isn't necessarily about a thing.
Sure
I'm
it
okay.
is.
We went from take it all to I've got nothing to live for.
I've seen guys do a dance when they get divorced.
Really?
Did this happen when you lost your hair? Howie.
I don't know. Now I'm getting with the music.
All
and
right,
everything.
get back to the game show for a
Can
second.
you imagine if they did that in the therapy office and
With music.
Here's my life.
Oh my God, it would be fantastic.
Everything should be scored.
So
Go ahead, the game.
Let's get back to how you pitch a game show.
Right.
You know the people at NBC because you're on America's Got Talent.
Yes,
Do
I
you
pitched
pick
Paul.
You called Paul 𝗲𝗍𝗍, who's in charge of America's Got Talent, and you said,
He's
"Hey,
in charge of all alternative programming at NBC. You know that.
Is that what he does?
He's in charge of SNL, late night also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's in charge of your buddy Leno. He's in charge of SNL.
Is
He's
he
in
really?
charge of every special. He's in charge. Yes.
Him?
You know that.
Okay. So you, I really didn't know what anyone over there does, and I don't want to know.
Him and Meredith.
Meredith too, right?
Yes.
So you went in and did you pitch them the idea?
I actually went in and played the game.
You played the game for them. That was the pitch.
Against them. With them. I said, you pick something, and whoever has the least valuable thing, I'll knock out, and then at the end we will play that, we'll face off, and that take it all round.
In all seriousness, no joke, it seems to me you're cursed in a way.
Why?
Because even your TV show on Fox, they never gave you a regular time slot.
Mobbed?
Mob.
It's coming back in
yes,
January.
But it was always like, and you even said this to me, it's always on at a different time, and it's always moved around, and this and that. And with this, they're doing a 6-night viewing.
You can't ask for a better...
Yes, but you need a regular time slot with a game show.
Well, maybe
no?
it'll end up with a regular time slot. And Mobbed is coming back in January on Fox in a regular time slot.
Oh, it is?
We're doing 5 more, yeah.
Okay,
But I'll talk about that another time.
All
but,
right.
but that's a big show, and that's... I think I'm doing well, but you make it seem like this is a very big problem.
You're going to leave here thinking you're a loser.
No, I am. Now I'm starting to get depressed
Maybe
again.
did you start taking these pills when you met me?
I felt good, and then I came and saw you.
So you pitch it, and they say, we're going to put it on for 6 nights, and we're going to see how it does. Have they given you a number, a rating number, that they feel you should meet in order for the show to get picked up? Have they said
no.
No.
No, but you know, I think it's pretty clear.
What is clear though? If you maintain the same audience as The Voice, you're clearly a huge
I would
success.
hope. I would like to maintain at least 60% of whatever the The Voice.
If you do that, it's a smash hit, right?
I'd just be thrilled. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they're calling a smash hit. But
don't you think you're depressed because this business is so difficult? You're at the mercy of this audience. You created this game show in your head. You put all this work into it, and now your whole ego is involved in it. In a way, you only get so many shots.
I came here to promote a show, and you're talking me into leaving the business. You think that business is the bane of my
What is
depression.
going on with America's Got Talent? Now, I admittedly, I had a problem deciding. Part of my problem was just my schedule. You know me, I'm always tired.
Right.
But and it's also the opposite of doing morning radio. You're on at night a lot.
Right.
And the traveling and everything gets to me.
I know it's hell. I don't know how you do it. You're amazing.
Listen, Howie used to turn to me during the show. Goes, "Can you believe they're calling this work?" And he's right. It's hardly work. But you should go back to carpet sales. You were so good at it.
I was good at it.
But you, in other words, now. Part of my decision was I enjoyed working with you and with Sharon.
Right.
Sharon is gone.
Gone.
And to me, she was great in that role. You know, I felt she was motherly.
We were a great team.
I feel we were.
We were.
And now I feel as if you're leaving because I don't hear that you're coming back, and I don't hear that Sharon's coming back.
But you didn't hear I'm leaving.
No, I don't know what you do. What the fuck is the problem with you?
There's no problem with me.
What's going on? Give me the scoop. The truth.
Here it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. That's the absolute.
No wonder
truth.
you're depressed.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. You want me to be totally candid
let
with
me
you?
know what's
Please.
going on.
They haven't asked yet.
Now you meet with these people regularly with your new game show.
But I don't say. So here's the truth of how it goes.
All right.
Howard, they pursued you very diligently last year.
Yes.
And your deal was such that you signed a 2-year deal. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I signed a 1-year deal.
With an option for a second year.
I said to them on a handshake that I would come back a second. I don't know what I actually said.
But here,
you know what?
I'll tell
I
you.
never
You don't
even
know
looked
what
at
you
it. I don't know
said?
what I signed.
No, but you signed a 1-year deal with an option that if you had a good time and you wanted to, you would make up your mind and come back.
That's right. Something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Which is an unusual, but that's not how the show works. And if you enjoyed this year and you want to come back next year, it'll be different.
Yes.
So traditionally, at this time of year before the holidays, we don't know. You know,
see.
We don't know. Sharon's never known. I've never known before the holidays. I think that you made a decision. You got ahead of the ball and crafted your own announcement now.
Yes.
They would make the announcement later. There's a lot of changes going on. You know, the executive producers have been changed, a lot of them.
Yes.
I haven't met the woman that is now running the show with Jason.
Me neither.
Right, but you had a contract where you can make that decision.
I don't even want to meet anybody.
Here's what I would say.
Right.
I would love to do it.
Yes.
I would love to work with you.
Yes.
And if they ask, I will be there.
Right. All right. So,
Okay.
in other words,
You
we're
want
waiting.
to do it.
We're
Yeah.
waiting to find out because I know you love doing it.
I do love doing it. It's a
Right.
great job. I would love to do it. And we know that now that you've signed on, it's back here in New York. I would love to come to New York. And I love the show. I love working with you.
But I take it that if you're not back, you'll be happy because this game show is something that you're very passionate about and you have ownership in.
Well, I have ownership and Take It All, but
Right.
I would love Take It All to go, but there's nothing precluding me from doing both.
Well, they must like you because
I'm doing that. I'm doing the show on Fox. I'm doing Mom. I could do a lot of things.
they must like you because they're giving you a game show on the network. So therefore,
I
they
have
like
a
you.
really good relationship with everybody at NBC. I love NBC, and I feel, I've been doing shows at NBC since St. Elsewhere.
Right.
You know,
So
since
you
the-
would be surprised if they didn't come to you and say, okay, Holly, it's time to sign up for another year.
If they didn't do that, would I be surprised?
Yeah.
I would. I'm never surprised in this business about
Yeah.
anything.
You know what? I'm going to go on record. I love working with you, but if they don't sign you,
right,
I hope it's a really hot guy who replaces you.
hotter than me.
Hotter than you.
That's impossible. And somebody who's not so depressed.
Yeah, and no depressed people. Somebody with luscious hair and
Right.
no antidepressants.
And somebody who's quiet.
Quiet,
when
yeah.
they're in the next room. A quiet person.
If I'm taking a nap, someone who respects that.
Yes.
I feel you'll be back.
I would love to,
Yeah.
from your mouth to God's ear, and it's just, this is normal. This is business as usual. Every year.
Wait a minute.
What?
Do you think Piers was in the same position, or was he an automatic yes?
Nobody's an automatic yes.
Nobody's
Really?
an
You
automatic.
nobody. And I say this with, and it's not even, they change. They've changed their management. They've changed they change schedules.
Yes.
They change everything. That's what television is. And I love doing the show. When I got asked to do it every year, I didn't know whether I was going to be there until maybe January or February because we start in March. You ask Sharon, she'll tell you the same thing.
Right.
And if you should enjoy this year,
When do you find out if you're really going to
I'm telling you, January
or February?
Yeah,
Okay.
they start in March. And that's, if you want to do a third year, that's what you're going to do. Your agreement allowed you to make an early decision on your own,
I see.
aside from everybody else. So
What
you were,
about Nick?
Nick
just
is
announced-
back.
Nick is back.
But the
That's what I
reason that
heard.
Nick has to be back and announced now is because they're actually taping right now.
They
Oh,
are,
he has to
right.
be there for the preliminary show.
That's
You know
right.
all those scenes where you see him in the crowds and they're at those towns. They're shooting that now.
That's right.
I see.
Listen, I'm going to take a stand right now, if I may do this on your behalf. If
Please.
Howie doesn't get asked back, I'm going to write a very mean tweet.
Really,
That's right. And I don't do that a lot. But for you, I would do that.
you would tweet for
I
me.
would make an anti-NBC tweet. That's right.
Well, I would
Very
never
vicious.
make a- I would never-
I feel you'll
A
be
vicious
back.
tweet.
I feel you will be.
I
mean,
would love to. I
the way
love
you're
everybody at
explaining
NBC.
it,
I
no,
love the show, and this is not any different than any other year.
I see.
And they have my phone number, and I see them every day. I will see them tonight at The Voice.
I see.
And then I hope everybody and all your listeners, watch the show tonight. And there's also a play along. They can play along and win thousands of dollars because you can guess you can guess the prices, which one is the least valuable. It
Well,
goes
you're in
live.
all full sales mode. I mean, this is a big night for you. You're not screwing around.
Well, it's his show, Howard.
Oh my God! Tell me how this works financially for you.
Yeah.
When you say you pitched the game show,
Right.
you created the game show.
Right.
If
Developed.
this thing
Developed. That's partners.
if this thing takes off, do you own a piece of it? In other words,
Absolutely.
All right. If it goes into syndication, you own a piece of it. Like
Not
in other
syndication.
countries.
Yes.
Yes.
The format. So we're already doing that. So if you have a game like, I didn't own Deal or No Deal, but if you had a
Right.
game like Deal or No Deal, that was played in different languages
it.
in different countries.
Right.
Howie.
Simon
Howie.
Cowell made, I think his biggest fortune might be coming from, besides music, it might be coming from AGT, which is, Britain's Got Talent and
Right.
Canada's
Because
Got
he
Talent.
owns that.
He owns that format.
Look at Merv Griffin. He built a whole empire on owning Hollywood. What is that stupid game
Wheel
show?
of
where
Fortune,
Wheel
Jeopardy.
of Fortune and Jeopardy. Yeah.
Should I create a game show? Is that what you're saying to me? That, in other words, this could be
Why
very
aren't you
big.
thinking up games?
What is the upside? Put it to me in terms of something we can understand. Let's say this thing takes off.
Well,
Let's say it turns into Let's Make a Deal.
Universal and NBC own a bigger part of it than I do.
Understood. Do you own 10% of the thing?
I think I do better than that.
Maybe 15 or 20.
I think I do better. I could make a lot of money. I mean, it's a
You could become a billionaire from this, feasibly, conceivably.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where that. There's no end to what could.
You could either end up killing yourself. You could end up killing yourself because the thing tanks, or you could end up being incredibly rich. This is exciting. This is the game.
Come on, let's all make Howie Mandel a power broker.
This is
it's
the
up
game
to
show.
all your listeners to watch tonight.
To keep you from killing yourself.
To keep me from. Just keep me alive.
If the show fails, you will kill yourself. So this is a very high stakes.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
I could become. I could.
Sometimes working with you on America's Got Talent.
Right.
I noticed, especially toward the end, you become. Now, maybe I'm starting to understand why you're on an antidepressant.
What happened at
There's
the end?
things with Howie's personality where all of a sudden you think he's angry with you. Like
maybe that's your personality that you're a little neurotic.
I wasn't the only one. Listen to me. I wasn't the only one.
What?
You're an incredibly friendly guy, nice, easygoing guy, and then all of a sudden, you kind of go into this mode where you kind of shut
pensive.
down. I'm not kidding. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
You get like closed off, like it's hard to even talk to you, and then you'll even like turn your back on somebody while you're talking to them and stuff.
No, really? I never did that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one you did this to. And I
did that to you.
Yeah, you kind of turn off. Howie, listen to me. And you hit people. No, you never hit anyone. But there's something that goes.
Are you serious, Howie?
Yeah. There's something that happens with Howie. He's not Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky all the time.
No, I'm not. I'll tell you that.
I've seen it happen.
I get pensive, and I get, but sometimes things will click in my head, but I'm not angry at anybody.
Yeah, but who knows?
But now that you tell me that, I don't want to offend anybody.
No, it's not offensive. It is offensive.
Well, it is offensive.
Yeah, but I worry about
so
you.
I'm offensive. I'm depressed.
Yeah, I see the thing that you're battling.
Is this spot doing good for me in my life?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I see what you're talking about.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it happen at AGT. You get this thing going.
We were working together?
Yeah. I saw it backstage, especially after the show.
I'll tell you, sometimes, and this is totally honest, in quiet time, when I'm not working, that's why I work so much. Then I get, work for me is a distraction from the...
But do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You didn't sense you got into this kind of mood.
Well, I fight depression and I fight anxiety and I fight all that. So maybe that's what you
Tell me about your depression. What happens to you? Like, do you start having suicidal thoughts? Yeah, I feel you're in danger here.
Are you trying to make the? Is this the power of suggestion?
No, no, of course not. Do you have suicidal thoughts?
No.
But you get incredibly what? Sad about life?
It becomes really hard to function.
Explain how that happens. What happens to you? Maybe I have this. What do you mean it's hard to function? I mean, I think every day
I turn my back on people.
Well, you do that. You do get like that.
I did not.
Several people noticed it, not just me.
Tell me who.
I don't want to out them. I don't want to out them.
Tell me
they all came to you, Howard? How'd they get to you?
No, be honest with me. I want to better myself as a person, and I feel bad I offended somebody.
It was only one person.
Tell me who said that.
And he didn't feel offended. It was a he. He didn't feel offended.
Tell me who it was.
He just said,
Ronnie.
He goes, gee, what's with Howie? He goes, no. He said, we used to pal around, and all of a sudden he started to kind of turn. I go, I think it's his depression.
Who was palling around with you?
All right, it was Sharon, Nick, Paul Telegdi, and Jason Raff.
Everyone
at the
It wasn't really somebody?
No, it was
tell me
one
who it
person.
was.
I'm not going to tell you, I said.
Why not?
Because
why do I have to be honest and open about everything, and you can't be
because you're the guest. If I was on your show, I'd be honest.
But you know what? I will make them feel good. Tell me who it is. No, because I will approach them.
I will never tell.
It rhymes with...
I won't do it. Let's phone them.
It was a guy, right?
Let's phone them.
It was a guy.
Somebody who works on the show.
It was a guy. I'm not going to even go any further than that. So I wasn't the only one picking it up.
Well, now
what's going on?
Neurosis. You're making me crazy. Seriously, tell me who it was.
Nobody.
Will you tell me off the air?
No, of course not.
Please.
I'm making it up.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Who did he talk to?
This is a fragile...
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on inside you. When you're not on your medication, what happens?
Well, my OCD flares up.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing.
Right.
And that makes me depressed. I can't get past things, you know what I mean?
Do you take things to heart?
Oh, I'm a mess, yes.
What do you think it is? Why are you such a mess? Seriously, what do you ever...
I believe it's a chemical imbalance.
You do? You think there's something chemically wrong with you as opposed to the way you were raised?
Not the way I was raised. I was raised very loving and supportive, and...
You really believe that?
Do I believe that?
I've met your mother.
I'm wrong.
She's very mean. No, she's a lovely woman, but I don't know what the dynamic was there.
No, the dynamic with my parents was very good.
Was
very
she too
supportive of
involved with
anything.
you, your mother, maybe? Was she
Too involved?
Yeah, was she overly on top of you? Maybe that's what all this is. You feel you
No,
can't
I was,
don't
always, I was
believe-
always on top.
Do you feel you can't function? Do you feel you can't function without your mother?
God.
Seriously, is that what's going on here?
No.
I see her
I have
around
a
you all the
healthy-
time.
I have a
I mean,
healthy upbringing.
I never saw a
There
guy
is
run around with his
thought-
mother that much.
There is a
So
thought.
much, huh?
I will
Yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah.
There is a thought. There is a study, and I'm adhering to this at this point. That the OCD, there is some connection between OCD and strep. And I had a lot of ear infections and strep throat. I almost
did
missed
too.
a year of school.
Right.
And there is some at UCLA. There is some study that is connecting that issue with people who have OCD.
Really?
Yes.
I had a lot of that too.
What you had?
Cold.
ear
So
infection?
did I.
Yeah.
So did
Well, not
I.
just
But
a
I don't
cold,
have
but a
either
really
of your
infection.
problems.
Robin has that.
What? No, I used to get
Now
strep
you're
all
with
the
me, and
time.
then Robin goes, so did I. That's
Yeah.
not it.
Yeah, ruined it. Everybody
There's
had a
no
lot of
good
cold.
feeling here. I'm going to start my day, this marathon day, in depression.
Don't miss Howie Mandel hosting Take It All tonight and all week at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Do you know how hard it was for me to even... Let me just tell you something, why I believe in this gift. Deal or No Deal is the biggest success I've ever had. From everything I've done, from St.
Absolutely.
Elsewhere and stand-up and everything.
Why is the show no longer on the air, do you think?
I ran its course. We did 500 episodes. Ask the executive producer. He's here.
Deal or No Deal did 500 episodes.
Right.
And you think it just burned out?
I think, people had seen it. We opened cases. This has got all those elements plus more. I was offered, I promise you, I was offered almost every other game show since then when my show went off the air. I
Right.
said no, I had no interest.
Like what? What were you offered? Talk to me about one that you passed on that has been a huge hit.
I don't know if it's been a huge hit. Nothing else has been a huge hit. But I think they talked to me about Minute to Win It and,
Right.
and a few other shows. I don't want
Why didn't you take them?
Because I'm not interested in, asking people to do stunts. I'm not interested in trivia questions. I'm not interested in,
You don't want to host killer karaoke?
No, but
okay.
it looks funny.
All right.
But I didn't want to do that. What I loved about Deal or No Deal and fell in love with is you didn't need any skill. You didn't need to do trivia. You didn't need to do. It was just about people and people at the rawest.
That's true.
This is the first show that has that, and I said I'm going to do this. I didn't have to do this. I was selling it. I sell shows that I'm not in.
How many? You must be doing incredibly well with all these shows.
Yeah,
now
we
that
have a
I'm
lot
thinking
of-
about it,
I have a show-
what is your net worth? Seriously, are you worth over $100 million?
I don't know.
You are. I just realized it.
You just realized.
He's Sharon's neighbor. He must have a nice house.
Yeah.
I do have a nice house.
How many homes do you own?
I've a few.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How many do you own? 3?
No.
5?
No.
Five?
More?
Who needs 5
Listen,
houses?
Howie does. How do you? I'm fascinated. Do you really own more than 5 homes?
Yes.
How do you run those? Do you rent them out as investment? No, you own them.
Yeah.
And do you live
These are
in?
for you.
Do you live in all of them? In other words, do you go, hey, there's my Vegas home, and I'll go in the one?
I don't have a Vegas home.
Where are your homes? In California, obviously.
I have in California, Toronto.
How many? I mean, just between California and Toronto, you own over 5 homes.
Well, I have, people live in them.
Oh, your family.
Oh, you're
lives in
putting
them.
up other people.
Well,
So, in other words, you buy a house and you say, "Mom, go live in this house," and you keep it as an investment. Is that the plan?
I do that.
I like
And
it.
I have, but places for me to go and live in too.
But why in California do you need multiple homes to live? In other words, one at the beach, and then you have one in L.A.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
No,
Howard?
that makes sense.
Howard,
No,
you
that
got
makes
one
sense.
in the Hamptons?
Well, I
You
have
got
2
one-
homes. I don't have 10 fucking homes. I have 2 homes.
Okay, and then I have a home. I do this when my kids go to college. I buy a home there, and then it's like a business because instead of her living in a dorm,
A dorm.
I rent out the rooms. And then at the end of her college education, I could sell the home, and then she gets a free education, and I've made some.
Do they always make money, these homes?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, real estate.
Are you a genius at picking these places? Because a lot of places don't go
My
up.
wife
in
is
value.
actually is the brains behind real estate.
Gee, that's very smart. So the kids live in that apartment for 4 years.
House.
In the house.
Mm-hmm.
Have roommates.
Aren't you nervous that the kids are going to fuck the house up?
What can they do?
Didn't your son recently rent out the home you live in for
Oh my God, yes.
for a party? or something?
He said he was having a party, and I said, great. I've told this story. I said, you can have a party. He lives in Malibu.
Right.
And then I get a call, I think it was from P. Diddy's company,
right,
saying, we'd like to rent out your house for a location shoot for a video. And I said, well, I don't do this, number one, and how did you get my number? I don't know if it was his company or somebody affiliated with him. And they go, well, we saw it online. And I go, what do you mean you saw it online? And they said, well, we saw 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱?
That's your son?
No, that's another rapper. We saw the video and we liked the location. And I said, what is 𝗫𝗄𝗿 and what is this? And if you go to YouTube and you look at 𝗫𝗄𝗿's burning up, that's my house. And if you go and you look at this video, there's like 500 people in my backyard, in the pool. My son is dancing.
My God.
My daughter, who was supposed to be off at college, is dancing with a
you
bikini
say it like
clad.
you're proud.
No, I'm not proud.
I mean, that's
well,
a terrible...
here's why I was proud. I got so angry with him. He rented the house. He made like 20,000. Yeah, I think he got he made some money. I don't know what he.
Oh my God!
He rented out my house.
But you were proud of him for doing this?
No, he just makes me. Listen, he got reprimanded. But it makes me laugh. Alex is always in a predicament. My son is always scheming.
But he's always involving you. I mean,
it does.
Yeah.
It does involve me.
Do you let him?
It's not that funny, but it is in a way.
Howie, do you let him keep the money, or do you say, son, this is my money. It's my house. You're not supposed to be doing this. You take this money. You let him keep it.
Oh, what kind of punishment is that?
Shouldn't your son be nervous that something bad is going to happen to the house and that he should be afraid of you a little bit?
He doesn't think about consequences, and that's why he's able to
do all these great things.
He's always got schemes happening. It's Alex Mandel, at Alex Mandel, if you want to follow him on Twitter. I think he also does these.
If you come back to America's Got Talent, will you continue to give out your Twitter? You hear that people don't like it.
I think they do like it.
You do?
At Howie Mandel. No, I think they do like it.
Why is that so important to you?
Listen, it's very funny that you should, berate me about it. Yet.
I admitted this to Steve-O. I said, I get caught up in it. When Howie has his Twitter out, I always say to him during the taping, what are the people saying?
Exactly.
I do.
And here's what Steve-O's wrong about. As a judge, I'm doing more of my job than just sitting there and watching and you will admit this, how many times have we watched an act, specifically music, more than anything, and then gone home and it sounded so different on the television.
You're right.
And ultimately, America's going to vote. So for me to be connected with people and to know how this sounds, to know if they're enjoying it, to get an overall feeling, not only I'm judging first and foremost on my own personal instincts and how I think somebody's coming across.
Right.
But I also want to know how it's coming across to America. And, if they're... and maybe even do they agree with what we're saying?
But I feel it does slow you down and influence you. It's people don't necessarily.
It does. I'll tell you, Twitter does influence me, but it doesn't slow me down. I think I have a whole other scope to come from, and I always give out my Twitter handle because in real time, I'm getting a sense of what I'm doing. And aren't we in a business where we are entertaining or informing the people?
Yes.
So, but right now, you and me are talking. I have no idea how the people are receiving this. So if they
why aren't you checking your Twitter?
I checked the Twitter. They don't like what you're saying.
At Howie Mandel, tell me what you think about this. And tell your friends to watch Take It All tonight on NBC after The Voice.
Now, I would think. Things were really bad between you and Piers because I would think that you would promote your new game show on his CNN talk show, but you used to say publicly, Piers just doesn't like me.
I think he didn't like me.
Right.
I will admit
he didn't like you.
He told you?
Well, I could just tell his...
I don't think he liked me, but I realized that it was television, and I was happy to play it up and be annoying to him, and you know what? It was uncalled for, I think, his disdain for my opinion and who I was. But
one could say that you have certainly done way more in show business than Piers Morgan. I mean, if you're going to evaluate a judge on what they've done in the business, you've been on television, the movies. You got a stand-up career. You've done it all.
I have done it all.
It was very unfair of him to say that your opinion doesn't count. He might disagree with you, but your opinion certainly counts.
Well, what I loved about you and me working together is there was many times where we did vehemently. Disagree.
Yes,
but I think we had a mutual, not begrudging. I think I have a huge respect for what when you see somebody who's built a career and has a following and has sustained for this amount of time,
you got to respect that.
You respect that.
I also respect the fact.
Here's what I respect the fact of.
What?
Even as well as I do in whatever I do, if tonight on Take It All, if 20 million people watch the show.
Right.
It would be unheard of.
Right.
Okay. At this point, but in my mind, There are 300 million people in this country. That means 280 million people decided not to watch it.
I'm right with you.
You're always going to be at a loss.
Yes.
I respect the
And can
fact
you
that
believe-
somebody doesn't like or has no interest in something that I'm interested in.
Can you?
But wait a minute.
I get defeated. I can't believe that all of America would be interested in everything I have to do. I can't believe it. It drives me fucking crazy when all 300
Well, that's
million
what keeps
people are
you
not there.
striving, because there's still 280 million people out there to get.
But
I think
you
Howie
laugh at
develops.
that.
I think Howie develops all these shows because he just likes giving out his Twitter, and that's what this is all about.
You don't Twitter so much anymore. I follow you,
know,
and you don't do anything.
I'm going to get back into it at some point, but I don't know. There's
But
so much
wait a minute.
negativity.
Oh, you know, maybe that's why I'm so depressed.
Yeah,
because
I'm
people
sure
go, "You
maybe that's
suck,
it,
you-
yeah.
I won't even read it anymore. As soon as I go on there,
But you know I'm addicted to that?
Yeah, but they shit on my wife. They shit on me.
Me too.
And I just am like, why would I put that into my day? I get enough shit all day.
But I kind of maybe it's too much. I'm obsessed about trying to figure out what it is that turned them off. And as a stand-up, you can play Radio City Music Hall and get a standing ovation and see one guy in the front who's not laughing and is turned off by
Yes,
what you're
but
doing.
Twitter's
and you
gonna-
focus on that. No, but the whole evening becomes about that. I walk
Yes,
off
but
the
Twitter's going to ruin you if you keep checking it, because you are unique and you do your own thing, and
And it has been successful.
you're going to try to conform to some
I know.
retard's fucking
It's
view.
caused me trouble. I talked about this once in my book. I was doing a concert, and the crowd is roaring, and there's one guy who's not even, it looks like he's purposely ignoring me, sitting in the front. He's not even looking at me. So I said to him, I said, wait, I got to be honest with you, because I'm honest on stage like
Right.
you are on the radio. And I said, the show seems to be going well, but I'm having a terrible time. This fucking idiot in the blue shirt, I've been on stage for 40 fucking minutes, and he doesn't even look at me. He doesn't even look at me. He won't make eye contact. What the fuck is wrong with you? And the lady beside him says, he's blind.
Oh.
My heart throbbed. I went,
Is that true?
Fuck, that's absolutely true.
Wow.
Absolutely true. And I went, and I said, where do I go from here? But then I just took it in that second, and I went, well, why the fuck does he need front row seats?
Hey, are you?
What is the difference? Why the fuck would you
Move
say a
him out.
blind man in the front?
He did that to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Are you following this thing with these radio DJs who pranked and the woman killed herself? And
You know
all
what?
that?
Yes.
And don't you
I feel
think?
bad
Because you
for them.
have a prank show.
I
yeah.
do. I opened up the show saying that. I feel bad for the DJs.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'll tell you something. I
clearly-
feel bad for them because, and I'll say this right now, and this may be bad. I would have done the exact same thing.
Sure.
You're on radio. How many times have you made calls to somebody's house?
All the time.
Here's the thing. I feel horrible for that nurse. And
Me too.
as somebody who suffers from mental illness, I know that it can, and you tried to send me where that nurse
Nobody's
is.
more mentally ill than you. I know.
Right. But you have to say, and it's really, for people to get on the bandwagon and say that these DJs did a terrible thing, as somebody who suffers from mental illness,
Yeah.
there's a lot more going on than this one prank phone call for this woman to have taken her life.
And it was the lamest. Of course, the woman is probably had an issue. That's
But
all.
to call a hospital and go, it's so silly
ridiculous.
and funny. But the ride that these DJs took, because they became from obscure to world famous, and they were on top of the world for 12 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
To they're just being dragged through the mud right now.
I got a guy on
They
the
were
phone.
fired.
I got a guy on the phone.
They said that they were self-exiled.
I don't know, but I had a guy on the phone from Australia. He's telling me this was their first week on the air. That in fact the DJ is a guy from a reality television show in Australia.
The
Like
Amazing Race.
Yeah, it was his
Oh,
first
my
week
gosh.
on the air, so I think it's like the guy's completely rocked. But I mean, it sounded like
No,
just-
it would kill me.
It didn't even sound like that good a prank call. It was just so lame. I don't know why anyone would
But I
kill
would
themselves
imagine,
over it.
Howard, has there any, throughout your career, because you've been...
Yes, I've been in trouble.
But have you ever felt bad about pushing so hard where something has happened to somebody in their life after, in this 30 years, you haven't pushed somebody?
As a guy,
No.
I think you know this. This show was responsible for 485 suicides just in 1 week. So, and
you wear that like a badge of honor.
and I slept like a baby through the whole thing.
This
Listen,
show
Howie-
saves lives. What are you talking
Are you
about?
kidding? I save lives. What's the matter with you? Howie,
But I have something to take up with Howie.
What is that, Rob?
Because you talked about your judging philosophies.
Right.
Which brought you to blows occasionally.
Not
verbal
blows,
anyway.
right.
Verbal.
Nobody blew
shenanigans.
anyone.
I blew you once.
And then I turned my back on
Maybe-
you and ignored you.
Right.
But
Yes.
Howie,
Yes.
like you talk about the fact that you've built this career and the whole thing. How do you put through people like Big Barry
I've explained that many times. You know,
Explain
No.
By the way-
That man has no possibility of a career.
You know
really?
what? You
And
wanna know-
Larry Bud Melman didn't have a career.
He's not Larry Bud Melman.
And Professor Irwin Corey.
And
didn't
Larry
have-
Bud Melman didn't have a career after Letterman stopped talking to him.
Yes, he did.
He
Yes,
had a
he
huge
did.
Where?
career. He opened a Chuck E. Cheese. I saw him. Hey, by the way, we went out to eat Saturday night with my wife, and this guy, one of the waiters, I'm walking out, he says to me, "Howard, you want this?" It's this little wooden coin. It had Big Barry's face on it. He used to be a waiter at one of Big Barry's restaurants, and like I don't even know how this waiter. He couldn't have known I was coming. You know what I mean? It was like
Right.
he's walking around
He
with
just
a Big
had
Barry,
it.
a Big Barry coin. And Robin says he's not a star.
Wait a minute. Look, Howard, I think I saw that what you
You know,
gonna do
here's the thing.
guy
Here's the thing.
begging on the street.
Well, here's the thing. The
doing
fact
very well.
that you, Robin, the fact that here we are almost a year later and you remember Big Barry. And
The only guy I remember.
Right. And you can't remember somebody who had a nice voice, that girl with the red hair that was singing with the guy that you were trying to get together that you wanted him to
Right, I don't know her
later.
name.
What's her name?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's marketability. That's something electric.
And after
Howie.
you got Big Barry, you don't know what to expect.
Yes. I don't
Howard
know
was
what you
really
just said.
looking for a superstar.
I wanted.
and
the
I don't know
comedian.
what you're looking for.
I wanted
You know,
Tom
here's what
Carter
I'm
to
looking
win.
for. America makes the superstar. It's like saying we're going to make a viral video. How do you make a viral video? Videos go viral. If I want to go see them again, if I would pay to see them, if I would laugh at them, if I enjoy their show, that's what I can do. You look at all these shows on American Idol. How many superstars have they made with all the people that have passed through?
They've made
three-
a few.
A
three?
few.
At least five.
Three?
Five.
Oh, man,
In 12
maybe
years?
five.
Five?
Yeah, I'll name them.
Okay.
Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson.
Daughtry. Jennifer Hudson was made by the movie. She just happened to be on.
But she still showed up on American Idol first. They would never have seen her.
That's right.
Okay.
Who cares? Who knows what we're even talking about?
Right.
All right, Howie, listen.
Yeah.
I'm wishing you tremendous
Are you
luck.
going to watch it?
I will, actually.
You should watch it.
But by your explanation was so convoluted that now I have to watch it to see if I can figure out what the hell
Just
you're
the
talking
least
about.
expensive goes home, but the face-off at the end. You got to stay at the end. You watch, figure out if people are lying and how they're.
I hope you get over your depression. I wish that for you.
I will. The minute I leave here,
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
you're going to be much better.
Get off medication.
I'll say it right now, and I hope we get a chance to work together again. I love you. I love the show.
If you are back on the show,
Right.
and I love you too, who do you think should replace Sharon Osbourne? It's now.
She's irreplaceable, but
Okay.
didn't you mention? Was it you who mentioned Cher?
I mentioned Cher. If they're going to go for the older,
They're
woman,
also talking about. I don't think they're going for an older woman, and I think there's a possibility there might be four.
4 judges.
Right.
You heard
Can
that,
I
right?
say I think that I haven't heard that. I think that's a mistake, and I'll tell you why. Sitting through all the judges beside myself is even to me tedious. I'm 3 felt right to me. 3 opinions. I see these shows with 4 opinions. You want to hang yourself, and you know this. There were times they give us 10 seconds for our opinion because they run out of time. They rush you too much.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. I just hope that I'm there with you.
4.
That's what they're talking about.
I mean, good Lord.
It's possible.
Who
I
was
gotta sit
talking
through,
about that?
I sit through 2 under protest, but 3, no.
I don't know that either one of you would get a chance to talk if Cher was on the show.
I don't think Cher's got that much to say. What do you think of that?
You think not?
That's right. That's why I want her. I want someone
She's
to shut
always
up.
tweeting and getting into. She loves to communicate.
Who would be a very? What do you think we need on that show to replace Sharon? I think Sharon was terrific. I wish she would have.
What
gone
would be
back.
a good dynamic?
I think when you go to replace somebody, you don't replace somebody. You go for a totally different dynamic.
Should they go for someone young?
Young. I think that's
hot.
Young and hot.
Who do you like? Who would you like to see sitting there? You and I can.
Anybody young
You and I
and
can
hot.
put our hand in her lap during the show.
Beyonce?
Do you go for somebody like a Lindsay Lohan who's like more of a stunt?
Oh, stop that.
No, but you know what? Lindsay Lohan is a stunt. But I wonder, it'd be interesting to hear what she says because her whole life is about marketing herself. She's not doing a great job.
No, she's a failure in that sense. She had a
Well,
huge
not a
deal.
failure.
Who is your part? Give me an idea. You're good at this. You pitch these game shows. Who is a person that you would say to the network you want to see in that chair? You have thoughts.
I do have thoughts. I don't know.
Just let him out. Let him out. Let him out of that depressed head of yours.
I'm not shutting down. I promise you.
Don't shut down.
I don't know. I don't
Don't
know.
This is
turn
what
your
you
back.
do. Don't turn your back.
I'm not turning my back. I'm trying to
Who
think.
would you like? Give me 2 names of people 3 names, because I have OCD. 2 is a bad number. Give me 3 names that you go right off the top of your head. You want to see in that chair if you're back as a judge on America's Got Talent.
I would like to see Sarah Silverman.
Go ahead.
That's a good idea.
That's one name. Go ahead. Go ahead. Another comedian. Don't you think you're the funny man?
I don't have an issue with that. But I think that she's also incredibly smart. And
You're not going to feel competitive with her?
No.
You don't think the two of you going to be vying for the witty comment of the...
on that show, I don't compete.
Okay, good.
I don't. I don't think, I feel like tonight I'm competing.
Right.
With everything else that's on television. And I
what is
on
against you tonight?
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
You've studied it like the Torah.
I think not much. I think not much. I think Take It All is all there is.
You should do well.
But the thing is, I feel like as a judge, I'm not performing. I'm not, I'd hate to be in the position of being on stage. I feel like when they ask me to do that show, it's like a gift.
All right, Sarah Silverman.
I think she's attractive.
What about Susan
funny.
Boyle?
Not attractive.
Sarah Silverman is attractive.
Do you think she'd be good? A good judge?
I do. I do think she'd be good.
I've seen her also be serious, to talk about.
She's very astute. So.
I saw her on Talking Dead the other day.
Really?
What about Rosie O'Donnell? I've recommended her, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. Why is that? Well, I think she's terrific. And women like her.
Jenny McCarthy?
No.
No.
You just want her.
No, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. I liked the Cher idea.
You like that?
You don't?
I made the recommendation.
I don't know her.
Funny, no black recommendations. Interesting. Are you a racist?
I'm a racist.
Yes.
Robin.
Leave it at that.
Robin.
What's wrong with Robin?
Robin.
Exactly.
Would you judge Robin?
Of course you would.
I judge all of you.
What about the retarded Kardashian?
The retarded Kardashian.
Isn't there one? Or are they all bad? All right. What about Gary Busey?
Oh, I love Gary Busey.
Me too.
Did you watch that show with Following Gary?
I loved it.
I loved
it.
I actually did a movie with him.
Was it a weird experience? Because he's out of his fucking mind, right?
Horrible.
A horrible movie?
Horrible.
Horrible experience?
The whole
Was he a nightmare?
I don't know why I brought this up.
Bring it up. What happened? Was he just like late to the set and not prepared? And was he just everything?
I just don't
rambling all the time?
I don't understand.
You don't understand.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
No. Should I?
You got to.
Because he makes ridiculous statements?
You know what I find? This is another thing I like about Twitter. The people that you think are the most fucked up, the people that are always the people pontificating philosophies.
Right.
I can't even, my mind is going blank, but some airhead, some crazy, like a Lindsay Lohan.
Right.
You'll read her Twitter. It's not her Twitter, but it'll say, happiness can only be found from within. These are my words for today. What the fuck are you telling me?
Well, don't you think these are people that are trying to figure out life, so they turn to these philosophies and these little, the most fucked up people are the ones who are trying to, they're trying to read a manual for life. They're trying to figure out how to make themselves happy.
I think that I'm fucked up and I'm not one that can give advice.
Right.
And I'm not philosophizing to the world.
But Gary Busey should not be giving advice.
Man, didn't he just go through bankruptcy? He's got, I read he's got $40 left.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. But he says he feels like the weight has been lifted.
All that money
is gone.
Well, Howie, you're a delight.
Well, let's see what Howie's competing against tonight.
Go ahead.
He has, CBS has 2 episodes of Two Broke Girls.
Are they repeats?
No, they seem to be new.
Then I don't want to hear any more of the list.
Well, let's hear it.
Let's
figure out.
You're not helping me, Robin. I'm here to promote my show.
Well, we're going to watch your show.
Yeah,
of course we're watching you.
And all your listeners.
So that's on CBS. What's on ABC?
Oh, God.
On Fox is the American Country Awards.
Well, you should be able to beat that.
That's the second hour of that. You'll be.
Oh yeah. By the second hour, everyone will be tuned out of that.
Wait, that's not the CMAs. That's the.
No, it's even worse.
No, that's the ACA.
Yeah. As bad as the CMAs. All right, and what's
I'm
on?
not going to knock them. Fox runs mobbed.
All right, you can knock them. Yeah, and what's on ABC?
And then on ABC is Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Well, that's a bunch of shit.
Well, I'll tell you something. We give away more money than Deal or No Deal. I'm so excited about this. People have choices. All right, let's just watch my show.
Calm down. All right,
it's on every night. It's on every night at 9.
Good luck. I mean, really.
It's an event. They're calling it an event.
Good luck. You're going to need it. All right.
Really?
No, you're
Does it sound like a
I'm
good?
just fucking with you. It does sound good.
I want you to watch it. I think you'll like it, and you'll talk about it tomorrow.
I'm going to watch it.
Try it.
You're going to have a heart attack. You're so nervous about this. Calm down.
I am nervous.
I know. I don't blame you.
I want to be successful.
I know.
It's important to me. It's important to you too. You know that when you do things,
that's why I don't do things. I don't want to go through this.
But you've made big decisions in life.
It's enough
hard decisions.
Yes, I have.
They kill you.
They do.
But we do it.
You do it because
and you think you get a thick skin. I think I'm just.
You know what? You two are not running the world. The president makes big decisions.
It doesn't feel like that. All right, look. Let's call it a day for Howie. He's got a long morning.
I do. What time is it?
It's 7:59, 8 o'clock.
I got to go.
You've been here for an hour.
I have.
It's enough.
It seems like
it's
3.
good to see you.
It's good to see you.
let's say, don't miss Howie Mandel hosting Take It All tonight and all week at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Right after The Voice.
Right after The Voice. The guy's having a nervous fucking breakdown over this.
I think it's great. I saw it. We've pre-taped it. I'm telling you, I'm thrilled with it.
We know you are. The question is, are we thrilled with it?
I think you will be. If you like Deal or No Deal, you will like this show. It's Deal or No Deal means the price is
You
right.
made the sale.
I did.
We're going to
Watch it because Howie will be live tweeting.
I've been tweeting at Howie Mandel.
Also, Howie wants you to know, if you want to rent Howie's house in Malibu, go to at Alex Mandel. At
Right,
Alex Mandel.
Yes, do that.
And that's how you get the quick inside price on Howie's house. It's a
You
great
should start
house.
tweeting him. It'll wake him up now.
Yeah, I'm going to put. Go to Alex Mandel if you want to.
At Alex Mandel.
For more information, go to HowieMandel.com also. We should mention that. Howie's a great guy, and everyone knows that. Watch his show tonight, and we'll be back right after these words.
That's a rough way to start your press tour. I mean, because Howard runs you through the gamut. I mean, that was almost like a psychological evaluation.
It was. I'm psychologically spent. I've got nothing else. And it's only the first thing I've done. I'm just going to sit quietly on the rest of the shows today.
Are you going, if you return to America's Got Talent, are you going to be particularly self-aware because of this, what Howard revealed, that people are noticing things about you? Or do you think this is Howard just messing with your head? Mr. Mandel?
I'm sorry. Did I just shut down and turn my back on you?
You did. You didn't even notice it.
I didn't. I don't know that I did. I didn't ever realize I do that.
You know what? I'm going to let you off the hook. I'll see you Saturday night at Alex's party. We're going to have a ripper.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
See ya.
Rap star The Game. Although some people told me he changed his name to Game. But
the is taken off?
The Game will be here. Guy's had a most colorful life. And he's got his new single out. And we'll be talking to him. I mean, what a life. It's almost like
What's gone on in his life?
Well, it's almost like he grew up in a war zone. Between the abuse, the parents, the gangs, the whole getting shot. I mean, it's a very rich life, but I'll talk to him about it.
You consider that a rich life?
I consider it a nightmare. I really do consider The Game's life a nightmare. I mean, most people would break from his life.
Most people are broken from his life.